Good afternoon. I'm back. Good afternoon. Almost afternoon, right? Another minute. Hope all is doing well. Please make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already done so. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you like what's going on, please make sure you share it. Let someone else know. I just came back to chat. Nothing major. Hey, Sephora C, what's going on? That's the real Sephora C now, right? Hello, baby. Hope all is well with you, Sephora C, wherever you at. We're going to give it a couple more minutes, and that's the Queen. Thank Queen, I got dressed for you and came on camera. Queen has a problem with me not being on camera. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Yep. We're going to talk about some things. We'll let a few more people come in. I'm running a little late. I had a meeting today via Zoom, and I'm going to, come on. Did you? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Hey, everybody, what's going on this cold, wintry day? Make sure we keep Texas in prayer and Nicole Tyler as well. You know, make sure we do that. If we can't offer anything else, we can always offer a powerful prayer. And that's what we're going to do. I want to say this too before we get started. And then Sephora, we'll talk about a little finance in a minute because you seem excited about your financial news. Hey, Miss V. I hope people didn't think I was insensitive to the Texas, the Louisiana, the Mississippi, and those areas situation, especially Texas. They're in dire need of some resources there. I know that. I told you. I speak from experience. Is a rough situation. And, you know, the more I heard about it, the more I watched on the news, even if you was prepared, you wasn't prepared for what's happening now. So my apologies for taking it so light that perhaps people weren't prepared, because even those that were prepared still was not prepared for this to happen. Okay. So I didn't want to seem insensitive about it, but I'm always going to be me and tell the truth and what I think, you know, and it is what, you know, is my perspective. As far as the cash apps and the super chat, again, you are at live to do what you want. You don't want anyone to block your blessings. So if the Lord lays on your heart to give cash apps and super chats, that's what you do. Plus, BB Dice brought to my attention. She said, Miss T, she said, perhaps these people may need help because they have lost income. I was like, wow, you know, so the cash apps and super chat will help, you know. So hopefully, you know, those people are doing better. I know some people are doing better because they're back to their normal selves. And so they'll deal with that. You know, but I didn't want to seem insensitive because there's a real serious situation there. And I've been in serious situations as well. And I know some people don't fare out too well after. See, this is going to be a long-lasting effect for these people. So we need to keep that in mind as well. Just because even if the power comes on today, there is aftermath to every devastation, always, you know. And I heard some people even lost lives in the midst of this. You know, my prayers go up to them and their families of the loved ones, you know, of the lost loved ones. It's a sad situation, but it's also a situation, like I said, that people could scam. Whenever something like this happens, the scammers come out in droves to scam you. Hold on, you guys, please, 1 minute. I need to come off camera. Okay. But don't ever think that your help has gone in vain, because even if it didn't benefit, one person, it could have very well benefit someone else. Okay. So just keep that in mind. But prayer is powerful, and offer up a prayer if you don't offer up anything else. If you don't feel comfortable sending someone something, cash apping or super chatting them. But let's talk about some things, because it's going to be like an open panel today, or an open discussion. I didn't have much to say. I did want to come on and apologize, though, if anyone got offended thinking I was insensitive to what was going on in Texas and other areas, and to, content creator subbies or whomever. I'm not insensitive to it. I'm a very empathetic person, but I also see game and recognize game when I see it. So um I don't really have much. I wanted it to be an open panel. If someone wanted to come on and, voice their opinion about what was going on in reference to this Texas situation, hopefully whatever experience they're experiencing, they will learn from it. Learn from it. But see, I didn't know Texas had elected to go solo when it came to the grids, the electrical grids and stuff. So they basically on their own, because if you remember, I think like 2 or 3 years, Texas wanted to become an independent state. They didn't want anything to do with the United States. They wanted to, what they call it. They didn't want to be part of the United States. They wanted to be solo, and this could be the results of that. And some people think it was a planned and or versus nature. I don't know which one. It's still a devastating effect on people, regardless what it is. People are suffering, people are dying, and then you have people who that's in political positions taking vacations while all this is going on. So you have to be very mindful when it comes to elections, who we're electing. Who are we putting in these positions? Are they really for the people? And we need to research and make sure they're going to work for the people, because we're putting them in those positions. And this gentleman is off in Cancun, and people are dying. And he's a representative of their state. That's unacceptable. But the only reason why it'll be accepted if we don't do anything about it. So it's important that we do get out there and try to make a difference in some type of form or fashion, whatever way you choose to. Some people don't believe in voting. So if you don't vote, still try to be a voice of where you at. Find people who will advocate for you. But so that's a sad thing. They off vacationing and people are dying and they're without power. And there's a possibility, and my heart really goes out to the senior citizens. Because if you can't get out to check on them, and they're in this situation with you, and they don't have resources, then there's a possibility that they could be living in their last days. And that's just a fact. It is what it is. Not only seniors, but people in general who can't get out, that's trapped in the home with nothing to survive. So let's make sure we keep that in mind when we are talking about the situation and observing what's going on. We just have to keep things like that in mind, and I really feel, like I said, for the seniors. So let's see what Sephora is saying. Sephora is saying, and she sounds pretty happy about our investments. We haven't done investments, but you guys, I told you I did that Dogecoin, Dogecoin, however they pronounce it. And I got a little lick from that, and I traded, because now it's taking a decline. They knew what they were doing. I think it was a pump and dump, stunt that they pulled on us, and people probably made lots of money from it, and now they're dumping it. So I sold mine, and I only left a little bit in there. Good morning, Tamika. And I only left a little bit in there. So when it comes to investment, remember, it's risky. But I only come on here and tell you stocks that we need to research and see whether or not you want to invest in them. You contact a financial advisor and you ask them um, for further information or directions because or guidance, because I'm not a financial advisor. But I do like to come on here and let you know that Monty and myself research some of these um, stocks, and that's why I bring them to you. People invested in Bitcoin. Remember, you can invest in Bitcoin through Cash App, and some people are getting good returns. Even people who didn't put as much as top investors did, they still getting a little return for their money. So that's a good thing. So you seek for yourself, and then come back in and tell us about it. So Sephora is saying, Miss T Grill, he told me to buy the Burberry bag and forget about the stocks. Who said that? Girl, really? Oh, I got it now. Hey, Miss T, oh my gosh, thank God you came on. Laugh a lot. I had a meeting with my financial advisor about stocks, and you wouldn't believe what he said. Wow, Sephora, I wish you could come on here and share it, but I know you don't come up on screen. But was it something good or bad? Did he tell you something good? Did he tell you something on the lines of what we talk about? Or did he tell you to run? Good or bad? I don't know. So I was also looking at someone's video, you guys, and let me tell you something. I would love to do a reaction to this video because facial expressions says a lot. And my sister and everyone tells me I have some serious facial expressions and I don't realize it, but they speak volumes. And so I was over at Sir King's the other night watching James and Lady Dimples exchange on Valentine's Day. He said, run. Wow. So let me get back to that. He said Tesla is a bad investment because it's very unstable. It is, but people made money too, Sephora. I wouldn't buy it at this high price, but I would have bought it when it was lower and you would have made out. But right now it is unstable. And remember Tesla, I believe Tesla split before because the stock had got to. So you could have made money if you would have dumped it, if you would have traded at that point. But most people buy those stocks to hold for a duration. Remember, stocks, you're never going to see your true return until 5, 10, or 20 years. I invested in something the other day and it keeps tumbling, but then it comes back up, it tumbles, and then it comes back up. So I'm just going to hold it, but I didn't buy it at a high price, So he said people made money on last year, not anymore, because they brought it at a low price. Yeah, to me, because I'm not that knowledgeable of it, what I try to do, I try to seek out stocks that's cheap, that I can hold for years, and that will make money. And a lot of it has to do with software. These applications, not so much crypto, but the applications underneath the crypto that makes up the crypto. That's what I'm looking at, software like that. And right now they're not very expensive. So I purchased a couple of those and they're not doing great now, but I'm gonna hold them for the long run because we do know the directions we go on when it comes to software, graphics and all that. What is that? CPU, memory and all that. We already know that. We already know the artificial intelligence is taking over. So why not invest? But make sure you find something low with the projection of becoming a big payoff. That's how I do it. But I wouldn't buy Tesla now because it's selling for high. And now the thrill is gone almost on Tesla. So I wouldn't do that. He said people made money. Yeah, they made money last year, not anymore, because they brought low too. A lot of those investors already know when it hits the IPO, they said that you should be very careful about buying stock when it first hit IPO. You should wait a little while to see how I do and still try to buy when it's low. But Tesla, no, I wouldn't buy now because it's at its breaking point. The newness has worn off. They're into something now. The same's going to happen with Bitcoin. because there's going to be other cryptocurrencies that come along. So we just need to be careful about that. That's why I said do research, seek out a financial advisor so they can really lead you to success in investments. I can't do that. That's not my genre. I can't do it. That's not my zhuzh. Is that what they say? I hate that I cashed out on my GameStop stock because now it's making money. It made money at that point. My cousin had invested in GameStop, right? She invested when it was $2 and something, as well as Dr. Cat. She didn't watch it when it went up to 13. I think it went up to 13. She made a good little chunk. She didn't watch it. Now GameStop is down now, so she lost. She's losing because she didn't follow it. You have to follow it. A lot of these people make money like that. They're on there every day. They're monitoring those stocks every day. They're watching the graph to see when is the highs, what is the lows, when it's going to peak, when to cash out. I don't know how to read those flow charts. I asked someone to help me. If you good at chart reading and and you good at stocks, investments, let us know. I'm trying to find someone to come over here to help us out. Yeah. When people get big and they busy, they don't have a lot of time for little people like me just starting out. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your topic. I have some info on Bitcoin too. Okay, baby, we got time. Hey, Keitra, how are you, baby? So listen. So James and Lady Dimples, and I would love to do a review on this. Let me tell you something, a reaction. It was priceless. The facial expressions that James made and Lady Dimples made during the exchange was priceless. I have watched it at least 15 times and I still laugh just as hard. That's how funny it was. And so if I didn't think that, maybe I'm not worried about James, me and James good, but if I didn't think Sir King, which Sir King and I are good, but if I didn't think that Lady Dimples or someone else would mind me doing a reaction on that video, I would love it. Because when I say it's priceless, James and Lady Dimples' exchange and facial expressions are priceless. I laughed so hard. I sent it to 2 other people, and we're still laughing at James and Lady Dimples. And it was on Sir King's Valentine's Day video at the 2-hour mark in 31 minutes. If you have time and you want to laugh, you got to watch it. But if you're insensitive to what's going on in their situation and you may feel some kind of way, maybe you don't want to. But I was just there for the facials expressions. It was nice. Hey, BB Nice, how are you? So I came on here just to let people know that I wasn't insensitive to the situation. I just know that some people are using this to scam people out of money and to show you the logic in some of this stuff. And like I said earlier, BB Nice brought to my attention, perhaps when it's all over, they may have lost income and the money will help them, so she did bring that to my attention. So I was just running these streets. They were pretty dry yesterday, but I'm almost getting tired of this fake beefing for dollars. And you can tell, because I think the reason why I'm getting tired of it is because it's playing on people's psyche. People think something is really going on. They in there for the drama, and probably people know that nothing is really going on. They just beefing for dollars. You picking people just out of the blue to start cussing and hollering and hooting and hollering with, and to me is almost boring, because you look right at and say, oh, this is fake. Or why all of a sudden I'm picking a fight with BB Nice and she hasn't done anything to me, because they have to beef for dollars. And that's what it's becoming about, beefing for dollars. And people constantly talking about other people's misfortunes or what they have or what they don't have. See, I think I heard a long time ago, and it might have been Jay Wilson or somebody, I don't watch him, but I think I heard him say this at one point. There's an end to real beefing. You only could beef with a person for so long. Then you'll have to go out and find someone else because it gets old. Talking about the same person gets old. So now they're doing all this beefing for dollars, playing with our psychics. They doing these skits. I don't know what they are, but it's becoming very old and obvious to me that it's fake. It's very fake, you know. And when people have real content, they're not recognized because they're so invested in this fake stuff. So a lot of these beefs are fake. They're not even for real. They just try high star. They just trying to find someone to pick with so they can make $1. And that's what the game is about. I was told that's what it's about. You just making your money. You making your money. So you're just finding all these people to beef with. People that don't even really have a problem with you. You trying to start trouble with them. That's crazy. I don't know. But anywho, I said I was going to work on my content. I really want to start hosting panels. BB Nice has a night. BB Nice, I really like for you to host one of your panels with me if you don't mind. I really like that poly vibes because it's questions. Now, let's play What Would You Do? Let's play What Would You Do? That's what I was going to play. I was going to play a little What Would You Do? So if some of you want to stick around for that, let's do that. What would you do if you were in this situation? Hold on, I got to grab this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody's sending me a message. Yeah. Yeah, I know they be fake. So anyway, what would you do? Now, I want to open the panel up, and I don't know if anyone is willing to drop down or whatever. If not, I will continue talking myself because I can host my own show. But I watch this quite often. I watch Love at First Sight, and I watch Marriage. What is it? Something about Marriage at First Sight, something Love at First Sight, and then married, Now, would you do that? Would you get married? Because we had a conversation the other day in one of the lives I was in, and the person was saying that they have never really loved. They never loved before, but they have told people, am I right? They have told people they loved them, but didn't love them. And they did it for a particular reason. What would you do? Would you feel comfortable doing that? Can you do that? Can you marry somebody just to marry them for maybe what they can give you and not be in love with them? That would be very hard. Hey, Melissa, that would be very hard for me to do, to just marry someone and not love them. But tell them I love them, pretend like I love them so I can get everything they given me. Some people could do it. I couldn't do it. Would you be able to do it? You guys in the chat, would you be able just to marry someone just for what they could do for you? See, it would be hard for me to even get intimate with that person. It would be hard for me to be reciprocal to that person because I really don't love them. I'm just there for their money. I'm just there for them to take care of me. To me, that would be a tough situation to be in. But what do you think about people marrying just on site? Married at, what is it? Married at First Sight or Married at On Site? Something like that is that show. Would you be able to do that? I wouldn't be able to do that. However, I told you, I think a long time ago about the situation where one of my coworkers met with this guy at this biker club. They was at this bar at this biker club. She hopped on the back of his motorcycle. They went to Las Vegas, got married, and they had been married at that time for like 30 years. Yeah, well over 20 years. And they just got married. She hopped on a bike, they rode to Vegas, and they got married, and they make it work. So do you think it could work? Yes or no? It's a possibility it could work, though. It's a possibility it could work. You could marry somebody and learn to love them. I think it would be tough, but I believe it's possible, So uh, BB Nice had that on her show, and I think a lot of us were shocked about the conversation that was going on. But she had a good conversation over there, and we were just shocked. But I mean, oh wow, that's a true soulmate, right? A soulmate that you wasn't even looking for, or that found you and just end up loving you. Hold on, come on up, BB Nice. Hold on, baby. Hey, sugar, hold on 1 minute. I gotta come off camera.
Hey, T. Hi, how's everybody? Oh, wait. Can you hear me?
Sorry, beautiful. Go ahead. Go ahead. BB Nice. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for joining me. Now, BB Nice, I want to say this. Remember, I just said facial expressions says 1,000 words?
Yeah.
The other night in your live, your facial expression said 1,000 words when the person admitted that they don't, they never loved anyone. They just used them.
Right.
What was your thoughts at that point?
So at first I was like, well, damn. Can I curse?
Yeah, go ahead. Just be you. I mean, don't be slinging no bunch of effers and stuff.
No.
You don't even talk like that, but go ahead.
At first I was like, well, God dang, that is so terrible. But then I had to, I thought it was so unfortunate, but at the same time, I thought it was so real because there were times it made me dig back into my past where there were times that I was in relationships for monetary gain, whether I was faking or whatever, and said things to get what I wanted and didn't mean it.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people have gone through that and have done that. So it wasn't really out of the ordinary. It was just surprising hearing it because we're women of a particular age. And I'm like, dang, people, I mean, we still have this going on. No judgment, but it's the truth. Like, this is real.
Yeah. I thought it was deep though.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't judging, but I thought it was just deep that you had never loved before in a relationship.
Right.
I just thought that I thought that was a little deep. And my perception was a little different, not to judge, because I'm sure even in relationships, I talked about this before. Sometimes you could be more in love with your spouse than your spouse is in love with you, or more in love with your partner than your partner is with you. You know?
Right.
It happens like that. I know at one time or another, or for a duration, you are in love. You in love. Right. But at some points, it's like, wow, it seems like he loved me more than I love him. You ever experienced that in your relationships?
A lot, to be quite honest. A lot. And that's what the beauty of really getting to know yourself and being true to who you are. Because when I look back, I had many relationships with people I really didn't love. And I thought I did. I was maybe infatuated with it. And I think I said this before. I was caught up on the idea of them liking me.
Oh, okay.
More than I like them. And that's real. Like, when you come to a place where you're always getting hit on and people are always giving you compliments, it doesn't kind of leave you room to decide whether or not you want this person, because you're so caught up in the fact that they're liking you.
Okay.
You don't really think about yourself too much, if you want to be honest.
Okay. But well, that leads me to ask you this. At that point, did you not love yourself, or you had never been shown love before?
I don't think it was that I know that it wasn't I didn't love myself. It's just that I didn't know my worth.
You didn't know your worth.
I didn't know my worth. I didn't appreciate what I gave to anybody and who I was as a person, you know, and I didn't realize it. I didn't notice it. I didn't really take the step back. I was too busy being popular and caught up with the idea of people liking me and who they were. Like, it may have been the most popular guy or girl around, and I'm happy that, ooh, out of all the people, they want me. So you get caught up.
Okay. So did that led you into using them?
So, yeah, kind of, when you think about it, because you know that you're looking at what they can do for you and how you can benefit from the relationship. And it does turn it right into that. It definitely does.
So is it safe to say perhaps that relationship didn't last?
No, absolutely not.
But then you also stated that you were feeling some kind of way about your self-worth.
Correct.
Yeah, that you wasn't capable of being loved.
Right. Well, let's see. I don't think it was I wasn't capable. I don't know. Maybe because I could have had some type of I ain't gonna say low self-esteem, but I probably was a little bit insecure. It could have been, you know, with my complexion. It could have been, you know, because, you know, I was around a lot of fair-skinned women, and when we would go places, they would get picked up on. Before me, I was like left over until I got older and started filling up, and people started seeing me now for my body, not just my looks and what I have to offer.
So it was because of experience.
Yes.
Left you feeling like, why would somebody choose me when they have all these other beautiful fair-skinned women? So your complexion at one point must have bothered you.
It never bothered me. That's the funny thing. Like, it really never bothered me. But I did experience it. I had to see it for myself because I love my complexion. I've always loved my complexion, and I've always gotten compliments about my complexion and just being pretty, a beautiful woman. So I've never experienced nobody telling me I wasn't better than, but I did experience being around fair-skinned women, and then the guys would automatically go to them first.
Yep.
I have experienced that. It's not, you know, I'm not making anything up or anything like that. It really happened. Not that I don't hold them that against them by no means. It's just this is what happened.
I've experienced that too.
Yeah.
I've experienced that being the darker girl. You know, at one point that's colorism we talk about. Right. But at one point, people did, and now to this very day, they like a lighter skinned woman.
Yes.
You and I could both, you and a light skinned woman with the same, and this is the truth, with the same education, the same qualifications, could walk into a job, and a lot of times they pick the lighter skinned woman.
Right.
Because they're closer to white to them.
Right. But you know what, Miss T, what I noticed now is they're not my cup of tea. I don't put that much power into nobody. Like, I'm not like starving for attention like that. If I'm not for you, then you're not for me, and I move on. It's not even about my complexion. I don't have a problem with it. That's your problem.
That's your problem.
Right? And look for what you want. You know?
But until we know who we are at a younger age, when you experience something like that, it's kind of heartfelt, you know? It's like, damn, I'm just as good. Yep. But I guess that's the light-skinned one with what they call pretty hair, and all our hair is pretty. It's how you manage it.
I hate the word nappy hair. There's no such thing as nappy hair. We have some of the most flexible hair ever. We can do anything with our hair. What's nappy?
Yeah. One time I was in the hairdresser, and you know, a lot of people tell me that I have a nice, you know, I have nice hair and stuff like that. And I think I made a comment about someone's hair, and they set me straight. What makes your hair better than that person's hair over there?
Correct.
He said that person's hair is just as good as yours. He said that's what they instill in us. nappy head, kinky hair and all this. He said, but her hair is just as good as your hair. It's how she
Absolutely.
wears her hair and how well
Yeah,
you take care of it. And I
that's
was like, whoa. He says no such thing as good hair.
right.
He said, don't let people tell you you got good hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Sometimes people have to put you in check, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But going back to that, because about the colorism thing, I know that because dark skinned women used to have a very hard time. They
Yeah.
used to have a hard time until this day. If you notice, and this may take this conversation somewhere else, most of our black men
Mm-hmm.
choose light skinned women when they get wealth, or white women. You ever notice that?
And what is that, Miss T? What is that? I just don't, I don't understand it myself. I really think, and the funny thing about it is a lot of them have dark skinned kids,
Children.
daughters of their own. Their mother is dark skinned. It baffles me. But I look at it as, I think it's kind of like a trophy, a badge of honor.
Because because they consider themselves at a higher statue now, and we're not good enough for them. They need a trophy piece. So it's normally the white woman,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh-huh, and the blonde hair,
Mm-hmm.
big
Yeah.
boobs, because he'll pay for big boobs and butt and all that, the
Right.
bikini wearing chick, and the one that you could take into, you know, um, different places with you, what they call exclusive areas. We're not good enough for them. And that's the sad thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you have noticed either. I don't know if y'all have noticed, and if you have, hey, Purple Peach, put a one in the chat. Have you noticed we getting more and more commercials with mixed couples on them and mixed children?
And
Have anybody noticed that, or is it just me?
it
Hey,
feels like
dude.
it feels like a darker skinned family can't be celebrated on TV. They have to mix it up. And then you see they're always like, I always see like biracial people always representing what the black culture is.
Right. And
And
why is that? Why is that? Because you think they more acceptable?
yeah, I do. I really do. When you're dark skinned, they paint a picture on you. You already have a target on your back. They're looking at you to be aggressive. They're looking at you to be violent just because of your complexion. It's the craziest crap I've ever seen and had the honor of witnessing, but it is true.
Mm-hmm. So when I said that, some people in here noticed that, hey, Purple Peach Jewel, take it back. I said I noticed it more and more how they making sure that they mix couples. Because
Yeah,
you know what? Just like they told us that we're not good enough for us, they trying to reassure us and indoctrinate us to think that we're still not good enough. And that's because we're gaining power. We're gaining acceptance that we're realizing that we are beautiful no matter what tone skin we are.
right.
And because they know that, and with that comes strength.
Yes.
So they're trying to break us down and weaken us again by showing us all these mixed couples, all
Mm,
these mixed kids, more and more. Remember, the more and more you see it, the more and more it will become acceptable. And nothing's wrong with who you love. You
right.
choose who you love, but don't tell me that I'm not good enough. And
Right.
that's what they're telling us. We need to mix y'all up
Right.
because you are not good enough as
So
just
we
a
can
straight black
so
person.
so we can accept you. It's that word that they're trying to make it like it's diversity, but when you with a fully diverse um world, is all different sizes, shapes, and colors. So when you're constantly seeing the skinny girl, when you're constantly seeing the bright skin, then that's not showing diversity, whether they're white or black. Diverse is diverse. It's different cultures and different shades. And why can't dark skinned people be celebrated on TV as much as light skinned people? We're all beautiful. And I don't know. It's just the crap of it all. It really is. And we
But
buy into it. That's the sad part.
that's what I'm telling you. So
Mhm.
we buy into it, and it really hurts my feeling because I don't care who you love, But it really bothers me when Black men become powerful. You have Black women becoming powerful too.
Yes.
And
Yes.
doing well, and they are going to the other side.
Yes.
See what I mean?
Right.
That's how
Right.
they are putting in our heads that we're not good enough.
Yep.
Because we're becoming more and more powerful, but then that weakens us to a certain extent.
Right.
Because,
right.
like Take It Back said, it makes people feel comfortable when they see that mixture.
Yeah, it should. But how about mixing it, like really mixing it? Why you when you're mixing, why do they have to? Well, let me not say that. It is what it is, but I'm just gonna say, why can't an all Black family represent television? Why does it always have to be a white father, a Black mother, or vice versa? Why does it have to be that all the time? But you can also just see an all white family. That's acceptable. But when it comes to us, we always got to mix ours up. We can't just be 100%.
Well, Purple Peach just made a good statement. It's a marketing strategy. They trying to be more diverse because we see more diverse maybe in the world. That's a good way to look at it, Purple Peach. I just think that they have broken us down so much that we don't accept our beauty. We don't accept our strength. We don't accept who we are.
Yes.
So it's okay. I don't have a problem with people dating outside their race. My choice is not to. That's just me.
Right.
Because like I said, I think I'm saying to a certain extent, and please don't get me wrong, you're not good enough for me. You know what I mean? My own people are not good enough for me, that I have to branch out and go somewhere else because they know how to treat a woman or they can offer me more. That's not true, though.
Right.
That's not true. But I'm seeing it more and more.
Yeah.
TMO, good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Let me read these comments. Don't go anywhere. True. Officer said when he was poor, he had no option except dark Black girls. But when he got rich, he said he had options. Most men are escaping their own culture. That's what I see too.
Exactly.
That's what I see too. We're escaping our own culture. And why is that? See, because right now, if you know, more and more Black women are educated. More and more Black men are becoming more educated. I think Black women are the highest educated race out here, right? So you need something to break me down.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. So here's the Boss's channel. Love have no color. That is true. That's why I said you love who you want, but it just seems like we seeing, we just seeing more, and we just realizing that we're seeing more even when our men, like we said, like athletes and entertainers, they always go to a lighter version, even if it's not a white woman. Is a lighter version of a woman, of a Black woman.
Yeah.
And why is that?
It's about choice. And I do want to say that I just think this is what they're displaying to us. They want us to think that this is mainstream, but it's really not that mainstream. Where I'm from, I don't see a whole bunch of men going after light women. No, they go after whoever they want. And I see them all different shades. So that's what I see when I go outside my door. So I don't want to say it's the world. I think it's just what they're displaying to us to make us think that that's what's going on in the world. But at the end of the day, I would love for my dark-skinned daughters to be, when they do look at television, to see more people that look like them and not criminals and not playing roles of the bad person all the time. I would like to see the dark-skinned complected women more celebrated for my daughters to look up to. I mean, they have me, which is a beautiful thing, but when they're outside of me, it'd be nice to see more of it. But it starts from home, and you just have to make sure your daughters know who they are, no matter what complexion they are. But I am speaking about the dark-skinned girls, the dark-skinned women, because if you're not of our complexion, you'll never understand. And you know, everybody, like I do hear my light-skinned sisters, they're compassionate and they empathize with us, but they really, really don't understand because they don't have that type of struggle.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Purple Peach is making some heck of a statements here. So let's highlight a couple of these. So she said, have you also noticed that there are a lot of shows with white writers, but they cast black actors for the shows they write? Is control. I didn't know that. I'm not a real TV buff, but thanks for letting us notice that. Have you noticed that?
Purple Peach, I definitely know that. Most of the writers are white. And they purposely write these for the black people, but they have to be strategic in how they pick the person that's going to represent what they're writing.
So what do you think about, okay, so let's take let's look at it like this then. The writers of all a lot of those, now the writers, right, and the producers of all the housewives and stuff, are they black or white?
The writers?
I guess the writers, the producers, are they black or white?
It's a mixture. I think it's a mixture. I think it's more white than black, of course, you know. That's just what it is. But they do have, because they do need the black input. You know, they can't just do it with themselves. So, you know, it's a mixture. However, if you notice, the more money these celebrities make, if you notice or not, the lighter they get.
I want to go there. That's why I'm asking y'all. The producers and the writers, from what I see, and I'm not a real TV buff, but the shows that I see, like the Housewives and all these new shows coming up, you know, I always have a problem with them. I've always had a problem with them because they always depict us in a bad light. So that's my take on it. So I don't watch them because I think that we can offer more. And once we offer more, because we know people do watch television, and television is very influential. If you notice the Cosby's and all the other black shows that were showing influential black people no longer exist. But you have tons of them exist that depict us in a bad light. The angry black woman, right? Always cussing and yelling, you know? And now they lightening their skin to fit in. They doing all these uplifts. Now I get it, what makes you beautiful, but are you changing because of you or because you want to be accepted by them?
Accepted by them. That's our problem as a black culture. Our problem has always been and still is, we are always trying to appease everyone but us. Everyone.
Oh, wow,
I know. I wanted to ask her, my try. I wanted to ask, how did that make you feel? Did that make you want to speak differently, or did that make you just say, okay, you either accept me for who I am or not? How did that make you feel?
Great question, BB Nice. Thank you. Great question. My try. That question was to you. Yep, because I wanted to ask Purple Peach the same thing. How does that make them feel, or make her daughter feel? Oh, okay. Purple Peach is saying, hold on. Purple Peach saying for her is a mixture of feelings. Purple Peach, yay or nay? Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
exactly. I see what you're saying. So Purple Peach is saying right here, let's catch up. Right at TMR, my daughter works behind the scenes for Bravo franchise, and the white people are ruthless. So they give us a little change to shame us, and to humiliate us, and to make us think that we are here when we're always going to be beneath them in their minds, and that's the way they'll treat us.
But you know what, Miss T? I don't fault them. I fault us, because you shouldn't, no amount of money make you be who you're not, make you try to act a fool and you know, play these games and, you know, dance for them like mammies out here. No amount of money is worth it. And what kills me is how if we want to go to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it was
Mhm.
all good when I'm just gonna make an example, and no spite to Nene, but it was all good when Nene needed her face done, her her nose done. She wanted that money. She was fine cackling with them then, but now it's a problem, and she don't want to do it anymore. You shouldn't have did it anyway, and that's how they're looking at her. Like, this how you started out. Like, how you mad now? It was fun all them years ago. What happened?
When I heard about that, I thought the same thing too, BB. When I heard about this little thing, kerfuffle going on with him, I thought it was fine while they was getting your face lifted and everything else. So that situation was a different. Sorry, Mitri, we didn't know, but she's correcting us. She pronounces her name Mitri. Thank you, TMOP and Kimmy.
Mitri.
Thank you. We didn't know. But okay, so she says sis on screen, and I can also see Nene points too. Yeah, I see her point as well. But I also think like BB Nice, it was all well and good while they was paying for you to come up.
Right.
Now they not paying for you to come up, or they sick of you acting a certain way, and now they want to dispose you. That's what they do. That's what they do to us. So I don't think there's no amount of money, and for me, that I would portray myself like that on television, even if it was a role, because I know eventually they're going to get tired of me and they're going to dispose me. And then people will view me like Nene now. A lot of people think she is her persona. If that's not her persona, to me, she grew into her persona. That's just me.
Yeah, she started out being, I believe Nene was who she was when she came in, and the more money she made and the more places she got to experience, she started to change, and she turned into something that they don't recognize and not willing to accept. That's not what they hired you for.
As she elevated, sorry.
Yeah, no.
No, you go, finish.
No. Yeah, so I just feel like, it's unfortunate, but again, it's that I always think about the love of money. The love of money is the root. It's the root, and you got to really take that in stride and really pay attention to what that says and what that means. The love of money. It ain't money, it's the love of it. You want more and more and more. And with more money comes more problems.
And the more they change their appearance, you notice that? Yes. To look more like the white woman.
Yes.
That's crazy. And that's what this is about. You change your appearance, you get this money, then you not black enough. You too black. No, you too black.
You too black.
So now you want to lighten your skin.
Yeah.
You want to wear blonde hair. And then so, listen, whatever makes someone happy, go for it. But
I wish we loved ourselves more, though.
I was about to say some of it is because we have made to not love. We are made to not love ourselves just as we are. And I get adding an extra tip. Doing a little extra to make yourself look good. But when you start really deviating from your blackness, I have a real problem. Somebody said they got a response to the question. Hold on.
I think was it Mitri?
Okay, Mitri.
Yeah.
My response to your question is above Mz.Teavalocity. Okay. I can't keep up with this. Mitri, here go Mitri. Oh, here's her response. It hurt me because I felt alone, but then I realized I am an awesome person. And what does the way I speak have anything to do with who I am? I am who I am. No one will change that. Great.
Absolutely.
Great. And so at one point, Mitri, it sounds as if you didn't accept who you were because of the way you spoke, because they made you feel that way. Is that correct to say? Is that safe to say that? Is it safe to say that?
You can't.
People make you feel that way. Know?
Yep.
Well, somebody just said about the Terry P debacle, and I'll say a little bit about that. I think people got caught up on what was really happening, and this is just my perception, my perspective, because she does talk like that. But also, what is talking white? If
Right.
someone can answer that for me, I'd like to know. What is talking white? Now, talking down on people, being condescending, talking about a race of people or how they live, that's a total different thing. But what is talking white?
There is no such thing. And it makes me sick when I hear people say that. How you speak is how you speak. If you know how to pronounce your words and you speak in a tone that's proper, that doesn't mean that you're white or black. That's just how you speak and how you pronounce your words.
Right. What makes it, oh, she's talking white? And you know what? In the real world, you guys, because we know what we have to deal with in the real world, you do have to code switch. It's called code switching. Now, I'm not like, oh, yes, Joni, so-and-so. But I do take on this different tone and demeanor when I'm around some other people.
Well, yeah.
Because it's a professional move.
Right.
Sometimes. Not, hey, they already know I'm black. They already know what I'm about. I don't have a problem letting you know. But I'm not going to sit up in the meeting and, talk like we talk if we chilling.
Correct.
And I'm in a meeting with a bunch of executives.
Correct.
How does that look? So you do need to know how to code switch, but you always have to remember to be yourself. I tell people all the time, do not put me on a pedestal. Right. I cuss.
Right.
I cuss really bad sometimes. No, I'm not going to come down here and do it because that's not what this is about.
Right.
So, but I am who I am.
Right. I always realize because I got a potty mouth too. And my kids made me understand that it's really a lack of vocabulary. I have to use other words that I'm just not used to using. So that's what I had to start doing. Now, do I do it all the time? No, I don't, because I'm comfortable with talking a certain way. But, I can tone it down and get, a little professional when I need to be. But it's no such thing as talking white. That's nonsense and ignorance.
But that goes to show you how they have brainwashed us. That goes to show you how they have brainwashed us to think because we talk, because we're educated and speak properly,
right?
We're trying to be white. Right. White where? I'm not trying to be white. I'm trying to act according to my environment.
Right. And be unapologetic. That's another thing that I want us to be more unapologetic of who we are. Start loving who we are. We don't have anything to be ashamed of. Why do we even make us feel less than? Why? And we know what we know, and we know what we know. So why aren't we teaching our young adults and our children what we know to be true? Why do we allow us to keep falling in the same trap? I don't understand it. How?
Yeah. Because again, you have to understand, if we're not taught from a young age, who we are, and you don't build me up to accept who I am, it's easy for someone to come in and influence me and make me believe I'm someone different. See, that's why I tell you, your kings and queens, your prince and princess is very important in what we instill in them. Because someone could come by when they feel like they're not enough, they don't have self-worth, they're not beautiful. They could come by and tell them anything and they'll go for it. It'll change who they think they are. That's just simple. It's taught. Everything is taught and nurtured. It's nurtured. You teach your kids.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see. Hold on. Talking white is considered no slang. There are some white girls that speak with heavy slang, like the 17-year-old rapper. Oh, I can't do Bob Body or whatever her name is. What do people think about the way she speaks? It's awful because it's not who she is. Or perhaps think about it. She could have been in a heavy populated black area and just took on some of their help me out.
The way they act and everything. with white people, they kids anyway, they find us cool. Everything we do is cool to them. It's fun to them. So when they're I guess when they're trying to copy us or do the things that we do, it's all for shits and giggles. They're not going to go in front of their parents and speak like that. They're not going to do it.
Well, she was talking just like that, and they gave her a record. Hey, baby, what's going on? You crack me up. I talked about it earlier. You guys, please, but I want to keep this going. But please, 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 go check out Spill It Boy and Dimples Exchange on Sir King's. If you don't watch Sir King, just go to that part. I'm giving you the time mark. 2 hours and 30 minutes it starts. Your facial expressions are priceless, just like yours the other day. Your face expression says 1,000 words. It said 1,000 words. I was like, look at BB. You was like, oh, okay, no judgment. You had to think and catch yourself. But anywho, this is a good topic. You know why? Because we were talking, and see right here, when you talk about that bad baddie or whatever her name is, it's, you notice a lot of Caucasians that be around an all black environment. They tend to take on our
vernacular.
Yeah, like our vernacular would be a good word, but they tend to take on us, like, and I think that's what bad baddie. But we don't, body or whatever her name is, we don't have to be around all black people, white people, to take on who they are. But it does affect you guys, because I'm gonna tell you why. I've come from, I come from Jersey. The little hood girl, but not in the hood, but you know what I mean. So I know what it is. But then in my adult life, I've been all around diversity and predominantly Caucasians. Right. And that's where I learned that I had to code switch. Right. Not because I didn't want to be by myself, but I saw how they moved, and I saw in a professional level and in a certain setting, you have to code switch. And most people who've never gone anywhere, who has never been out of the country or never been in that environment, don't know how to code switch. And no, I'm not trying to act white. Right. It has nothing to do with that, but I'm in my setting. I'm where I'm at right now, and I act accordingly. Like when you're in Rome, you do what the Romans do. Right. It happens when you're in corporate America, you do what corporate America do, but you never sell yourself out. And that's what I mean.
When I'm at work and I answer the phone and it might be one of my family members, they always got to say my name twice. Like, you don't even sound like yourself, because I'm speaking differently. So I get it. Like when you're around, because I work around predominantly Caucasians as well. So my whole, everything about me, not everything about me, but my voice and the way I speak to patients and things of that manner, it changes. So, it's funny. It's funny.
My daughter is like that. My daughter sound what they call white, and she ain't white at all, and could be real unwhite, whatever you want to call it. Very educated, and that has nothing to do with it. But she, she sounds educated. Why can't we say you just sound educated? Not white or black. You sound educated, or you speak proper. Why does a color get attached to it? Because again, that's how they try to dumb us down. Yeah. Thank you, baby. That's how they dumb us down. Let's read some of these comments. I never hear men speak of colorism towards one another.
But it happens. It happens. They make jokes. I've heard dark-skinned men say, "Oh, the red guy up in here." They make their little jokes. They have their same little colorisms going on between them two as well.
Oh, yeah, it happens with them too. Yeah, it happens with them too. And why do a lot of times we think lighter men are what they call fine, or mixed children are better looking than straight black? It's just something, you guys, that they have instilled in us.
Instilled in us that our big nose is ugly, our big lips are ugly, our complexion is ugly. Everything about us, they have tried to tell us is not attractive. But the funny thing is, all the women, the Caucasian women, go for the exact thing. Dark, knows
Exactly.
big lips. It's crazy.
Exactly. Purple Peach said, yes, ma'am. At TMO, you'll hear the playful dialect and country accent when I click a link, but when I'm in my business setting, it's completely exactly Purple Peach with me too. With me too. But here's the funniest thing, Purple Peach. I heard you get off the other night. I saw a little bit of the Purple Peach. I did. And it wasn't in no professional tone, girlie. You know what I'm talking about. That's all you need to say. You speak with such eloquence, and just like you said, you sound educated. That's all. You just sound educated. And
Right.
nothing wrong with being educated,
Right.
you know?
Right.
But again, I was saying that is because it seems like the more and more you guys we become educated and we get into corporate America, the more and more our own people look down on us. Think about it. Our own people look down on us. Of
Miss
course, we already know they don't want us to be in corporate America, but our own people start trying to, yeah, our own
Well,
people.
I think they're treating us the way they see we treat ourselves, and that's just the truth about it.
Oh, good point. Okay, great point.
Yeah. You can't
No.
expect them to treat you any better than you treat yourself.
Mhm.
And you don't see them doing that to Mexicans. They don't do that to Spanish people. You don't see any other race or culture that they do that to. Indian, none of it. Because they watch how they treat themselves and how they honor themselves and wherever they live. Whether it could be a box, but they treat that box like it's a mansion, and they treat everybody around in that, wherever they're at, they treat them with respect. I'm gonna be honest, I've never even heard Indian people argue with each other. I've never heard Spanish people argue with each other in a way like I've seen our own people do it with each other.
Hold on. That's deep. Hold on, baby. Let me boss is that's you, Sabrina? Boss
Yes,
channel?
ma'am.
There
Yes,
you
ma'am.
go. Yeah,
Good
it's deep.
afternoon. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hold on, Sabrina. It's
Okay.
deep, BBK, BBK. It's deep, BB, nice because again, it goes back to they are they are teaching us to hate ourselves and not to accept the beautiful people we are. What's up, Boss's channel?
Hi, I'm really enjoying the conversation, but I wanted to go back to the beginning of when you and Miss BB Nice started
Post
about the
1 minute. Purple Peach, you didn't have to apologize. You know why? You are unapologetically who you are, and sometimes we have to do that. And it was a reason for you to act like that. You don't owe anyone any apologize. Definitely not me. You don't owe me no apology. You did what you had to do at the given moment. Okay, go ahead, Boss Channel.
Okay. Is it okay if I go back from the beginning where you started? Do I have to just stay on the topic where you at right now?
No, go ahead back to the beginning. It's open dialogue, baby. Go ahead.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
don't take us and tell us about apples when we talking about oranges. Go ahead.
All right, I get that part. No, I'm on topic, but yeah. Okay, so I wanted to discuss with you and Miss BB Nice when I made that comment, love has no color.
Color.
And right. I say that because it's like if people are just, yeah, I'm from the South, but I wasn't always in the South, and there's a stigma there. And when I was in the South, and as being as Miss BB Nice would say, a fair-skinned person, we get more. Well, I can speak from my experience. Just for being a fair-skinned person, we got more. Uh, I'm trying to figure a word. Help me there. We got more slack of saying for being a fair skin opposed to a
Mhm.
dark skin person, and so with that, that's the part I wanted to discuss on because it's like I felt like we always had to feel bad for being the complexion that we are. So it goes on both sides. You know, when you said Miss BB Nice, that you would never understand if you're not that complexion or whatever, but it's a mentality thing too. And like you said, Miss T-Velocity, it's what was instilled in us. But I also want to go in on with what you were saying about another, black person going to another race. You know,
Yeah.
um, it's not. I feel like, just my opinion. I feel like sometimes, where you know where I stand, because you already know uh,
Yeah, say
my
what you want to say.
yeah, but anyway, I feel like sometimes it's not that we feel like, oh, our own community is not good enough. Like, when
Uh-huh.
you done been there and you done that, and it's not that all the time you got to go out and you looking for someone else of another color or race.
Mhm.
It's just when love just finds you, it just happen to be another race. And most of the time, our own particular race do not support us in the things that we're trying to do. Even in a relationship, and we have our dreams and our goals, they don't definitely support you. But when you go to other races, and I'm not saying all, but 97% of our community do not support when you're really trying to do something, even in your own personal relationship. So when you have other people that's other of other race that have that mentality and wants to go and help you and support you, why not? Like, don't I don't look at it just, oh, because that person is another race. It's just that person is there for me, and that's the way I look at it, and I'm there for them.
You
Great
know
point.
what, Boss's Channel? I understand what you're saying, and it's unfortunate that we feel that the other race, our race, won't do what another race will. That's the unfortunate part. Now, it's one thing when you say you just met a person that's outside your race and y'all fell in love, but it's a whole nother thing to say, your race wasn't good enough, didn't treat
Mhm.
you the way this other race treated you. That's two different things. So love is love. If you fall in love
Right.
with someone and they just so happen to be of another race, that's fine. But when you purposely look for someone who's better than what you had,
Hmm.
that's where the problem is to me.
That's what we talking. That's
Yeah.
I'm in line with what you're saying. Love is
Yes.
love. You could love who you want. That's not the problem. The
Right.
problem is that you go out of your way, just like BB Nice say to
Hmm.
go. Said you go out of your way to date or marry out of the race because in your mind, your own women or your own men aren't good enough
Aren't
for you.
good
That's
enough.
something totally different with what you
Because there
talking
are
about,
some
Mr. Channel.
fascinating
Oh,
black
okay.
people out here, women and men. And the worst thing for any black person to feel is that they're not good enough, especially from someone of their own race. And that's where the problem is. That is where the problem is. It's like I said, if you just happen to meet someone of a different race and y'all clicked and fell in love, go,
Yeah,
kudos. Go
kudos.
on with that. But don't I guess judge every relationship to think that every black person is just going to treat you just like the last black person. That's unfair.
Right. Right. So
Right.
see, listen, we all are
It
in
just
agreement.
sounds a little offensive to it could be. I'm not to you, but I'm just saying in a general as a whole, like when we're talking about the complexions, even on
Mhm.
our side, it could be, I mean, not everybody might take it that way, but it still comes off as colorism either way. Just even with talking on the subject of fair skin to a darker skin, I mean, it's still colorism either way you put it.
Right.
Even if you're talking about other race, it's still colorism.
Colorism.
You're right. You're right. And
You're
it's
right.
not right. It's not right. What
Right.
I'm not a colorist and I don't want anybody to think that. I was just speaking on my experiences,
Hey,
but
B.
Yeah.
I still have no problems with fair skinned women because we're all beautiful. And I look at it as, look, there are dark skinned women that's unattractive in my opinion, and there
Right.
are light skinned women that are
True.
unattractive in my opinion. So I don't look
Right.
at it that way, but the way I see it and the way it is just way two different things. I can see it, but the experience that I'm witnessing is just different.
Right. Thank you. I
So
just wanted to.
no,
Oh,
no,
go ahead.
don't leave for a
Uh-oh.
minute because now, no, now that brings me to ask you this question. Was you offended by something we said?
it kind of like hit my little skin a little bit, not like in a bad way of being offended. It's just like everybody
Tell us
have
why. Tell us why, so we can
oh,
have this dialogue, because it's not
okay,
meant
yeah,
to. Go
Right.
ahead. Go ahead.
right.
Tell us why.
Because everybody have all walks of life. You don't know what people been through. Like growing up, I'm darker now than I used to be. I used to look like a little W kid. Okay, I was
Mhm,
that light, right? And I used to get ridiculed for darker skin all the
mhm,
time for being the complexion that I was. And so when I hear that, to me, it just sounds like, it shouldn't matter what complexion that we are, we're still humans. You know what I'm saying? And
And I agree,
that's
boss.
connection.
I
Right,
wish all of us, I wish a lot more of us felt that way. I agree with you
right.
100%.
I think Boss's channel, that's what we were saying.
Yeah.
We
Right.
were
Okay,
saying
well,
it
in a
shouldn't
whole
matter.
different way.
Maybe you
Right,
perceived it, but I always want to make sure that people are heard and understood here. Maybe you perceived it different. No, my thing is, I don't care whether you light or dark. If you black, you black. You're no better than I
right,
am. But because
right,
they have told us and treated us like the light-skinned woman or man, boy or girl, baby was better. That's what some of us
right,
believe, and that's what we're accustomed to, thinking that they are the prettier ones. See, you have
right,
heard this before. She's cute for a little black girl. She's a cute
Right.
little darkly chocolate
right,
girl. She's a cute little fat girl. Oh, she's pretty for
right.
a big girl. Why can't she just be a black girl?
Pretty
Why can't she
or
just be a
right,
girl? I mean,
Right.
be
right,
a cute little chocolate drop. Why couldn't she just be a cute baby? See,
Right.
because that's
right,
the unconscious
Mm-hmm.
talking to us. See, we're not
right.
conscious of what are we doing when we label, oh, you're a cute little chocolate thing with your pretty hair.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's what we
Yes.
saying.
But
All
you're
of our
right.
shades are beautiful. That's all. We didn't
Me
say it
too.
to offend
I used
anyone.
to I used to didn't like cause being light skinned. Sorry, I cut you off. I apologize. Just for being like you, I would get picked on like, oh, you think you're pretty, like you just saying like stuff like that. And I'm like,
Mhm.
well, I can't help the skin that
Right.
I'm in, and
What
yeah,
to change?
listen,
I'm
Wait a
I'm
minute.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, you into go ahead,
I
Mr.
apologize.
Chairman.
oh, I lost my train of thought, but
Yeah,
okay.
you say
Go
you used
ahead.
to get picked on.
Yeah, I mean, like the darker skin,
Mhm.
girls used to say, "Oh, look at that little W girl there," like,
Mhm.
and I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm just like you." You know what I'm
I used to
saying?
get picked on. I used to get picked on for being dark. So
Right.
See, it goes both ways. Yeah.
no, here's the craziest thing, you guys. I was much darker than I am now. And no, I didn't bleach my skin. From living in cold climates, my skin tone changed. But I used to be what they call the black sheep of the family. So how do you think I felt?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but I was on top of that, I was the prissy girl because I was a spoiled brat coming up, and I was more fortunate than other children. And it was just like, okay, well, I can't help my upbringing or whatever because
Hmm.
it, people in the way that you speak. I was forced to speak a certain way in our household. We couldn't speak slang or nothing like that, and you had to carry yourself. And I was raised from an old-fashioned,
That's
era,
true.
and certain things you just could not do.
That's what we were
So
saying.
I
Right.
just wanted to talk on that part. That's it.
That's okay.
We were saying the same thing, but I'm just, everybody have their own perception in their own way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Am
You
I
welcome.
off? Am I off the chopping block now?
Oh no. You were on topic. Go ahead, BB Nice. You wanted to respond.
Well, no, I
Oh,
just
oh,
wanted the boss's channel to know that I understand what she went through because I was once that little girl as well who had a lot of light skinned friends, and I would call them white, and I would call them names that just wasn't nice. And it's mean. It's mean all around the board. So,
Spirited.
and I
Hmm.
really feel like it's not your fault that your complexion, and you have nothing to feel ashamed or upset about. And I just want us white, light skinned and dark skinned women, we just need to have a better understanding of each other. That it's not the dark skinned woman coming for the light skinned girl. It's not
Right.
about that. It's really just about you guys trying to understand what it may feel like being dark skinned. Just like you have to, just like white people need to understand what it's like to feel black, to be black.
Right.
We feel the same way. Light skinned women just have a little more compassion of what it might feel like to be our complexion and get turned down just squarely because we're darker.
Exactly.
Right.
That's
I
all.
understand.
This is an open topic. Listen, this is an open panel. You know, we never want to hinder, I never want to hinder someone from saying what they feel and how they feel. Whenever you speak, speak from your heart. We have to understand, we have to agree to disagree. So, no, but I didn't want you to walk away from here or, you know, not walk away, go off this live thinking or being that we meant to offend anyone or we were saying anything as in reference to colorism that was pertaining to anyone. We're just having a general conversation, and that's what we have here, a general conversation, and you just let it flow. So if anyone
No,
offended
I
you,
get that. No, no,
huh?
no. Nobody offended me, like, and it really offended me, but it can come off as sounding offensive. You all might not see it from your end, but
Right.
someone that's listening, it can sound like it is, of colorism.
And
No,
I,
I'm not offended, because,
No. Okay.
you could talk. Look, you already know.
No, I already know, but I
Okay.
just don't want people to think that
Yes.
sometimes we have to meet people where they are. We don't know who could be sensitive to the topic and who's not sensitive and who we offend and won't offend. But it'll be
Right.
okay because we'll be back on the channel again talking about whatever we decide to talk about. But we just
Yeah.
don't want to come across insensitive to people. But this has been a great dialogue. It
and
really has.
another thing too, because Pink Sugar just said something that I misspoke. Like I don't want light skinned women to think they just have to understand us. We have to understand you too, because we may come off as being offensive to y'all, just like you were.
That's
just
what she's saying.
and we have to understand each other. It really goes both ways. It's not, we're in this together. It's
That's
really
Right.
what Voices Channel is saying.
yeah.
Right.
They got
That's
it
what
from
I'm
one, and we
saying.
got it. Yeah, we got it from one, and then Pink is saying the
Yeah.
same thing. On both sides, they get it. Yep. I remember
Right.
you get a harassed for being what they call a high yellow girl. Or look at that high
There
yellow
you
girl.
go. That's the
Y'all
word.
know.
That's
Y'all
it.
already know.
Oh,
That's why I said
and
some
then
of
if
this stuff.
someone comes up to say that now, oh, that is offensive to me. Yes.
But I mean, some of this stuff was put in our heads.
Yes.
You know, like I said, why do we all constantly have to put these two things? She's a cute big girl. Oh, I think she's a cute big girl. Oh, she's a cute little dark girl. No, why can't she just be a cute girl?
Right.
And that's just from what we learned, you guys. There's nothing,
Yes.
Red is offensive. Yeah, look at that red bone over there. You know that's offensive.
Yes.
Look at that blackberry. Look at that berry over there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All those names could be offensive. And so we need to be very mindful when we speak about it, because that's another one, red bone. Yeah. People don't like it.
Yeah.
Like what they call us, blackberry or something. They say all kind of things.
I don't know. I've been called so many names. Chocolate, just black. My best friend called me Blackie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that, that's her nickname for me, Black. And I don't take offense to it, but I did one time. She was coming to my job and I had to literally warn her, like, don't call me Black, because she's so used to doing it. So I had to tell her, like, don't do that while we at work. And it's just
Blackie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely, you could say one more thing.
I want to say this. Like, I have children. When I say mixed, I don't mean like other race. I have some children that's darker skin. I have some children that's lighter skin, right? And I have one particular one that I have to tell her sometimes, look, don't get beside yourself because of the fairness of your skin. And it makes other ones feel like that she's down in them because they are darker skin. And so that really irritates the heck out of me. So I understand on both sides, because it's not fair to either side. Just be proud of the skin that you're in. But
Mm-hmm.
some people on our color, I mean, complexion, they do get beside themselves because of their complexion,
Yeah.
and they do hold it over a darker skin. And so that's where I'm going with that. Like, don't forget, where you come from, regardless. Like, that is so annoying to me. Even
Oh,
if that is my own children, like, no, you're not going to treat your sibling or anybody else. Who do you think you are? You know better than nobody else.
but
And
you
I
do.
have,
You do. You
Mhm.
have. Oops, sorry, not to cut you off.
Yes, ma'am.
But you do have it, and y'all. Here's another thing, and we gonna end. We'll wrap it up with this topic. Do you think you was treated different because you was of darker skin or lighter skin
Looking
by your
now,
family members?
looking back now, yeah, I mean, I was ignorant. We don't know that stuff when we were younger. It's just that, yeah, having a fair skin, you do get a little bit more privilege, even on jobs or even in business. You do get a little bit more privilege
No, I said
than
family,
darker.
sweetheart. No, no,
Oh,
no.
family.
Family members.
Okay, repeat that. Now I missed the whole thing. I
Okay,
apologize.
hold on, because I was. You could start though. But do you think you was treated different because you were of light skin? You were lighter than your.
Oh yes, oh yes. I was treated so different, very different, because it was like most of the other people were like dark skinned. We come from a background of West Indian, and my great grandmother was Cherokee and from the islands, and most of them were dark. I was one of the lighter ones, and so by me being the lighter, I always got uh the flack from being a light skinned person with this
Mhm.
side of the family.
Okay, go ahead, BB. Nice, pick it up, baby, and then
So
I'll.
I've never experienced that because in my family, I was always told I was beautiful. I was pretty.
Mhm, mhm,
So even when I went outside and the guys or the girls made, well, the girls never really made. I'm not gonna lie. No, I can't remember girls ever teasing me about my complexion. The boys did, but that was because they liked me. They would say little smart stuff and
mhm.
crazy stuff when we were kids, but I never experienced that myself. But I did have someone, a friend of mine, tell me that a guy, if me and you were walking down the street and she was light skinned, she said if me and you was walking down the street, a guy will always talk to me first because I'm light skinned before you. That's just the way it is. Now I had never experienced it, but this is what came out of her mouth.
Hold on. Pink, you can still jump on, baby. I'm here for y'all today. I got time today. I did my work through Zoom today. It was just a meeting. Go ahead, BB Nice. I didn't want to cut you up, baby girl.
No, I was just telling you the experience that I had when a light skinned woman did. A friend of mine did tell me that if we were walking down the street, a guy is going to try to talk to her before me because she's light skinned, and that's just the way it is. She literally said that out her mouth to me, and that has never happened. But for her to say that to me spoke volumes to me.
Wow.
Mm,
But
Wow,
wow.
it's
that's deep.
important. Yeah, it's just important. The same confidence a light skinned woman has about herself, dark skinned women need to have it as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just point blank, period, because you can't hold her responsible for her complexion like she can't hold you responsible for yours. It's the confidence level that you have to have within. And that's just what it is.
Right.
You know when you speak of that, BB Nice, you speak so. I want to make sure I say the right thing. You speak so passionate about it, but you also speak as if you've been hurt so bad by it that it puts a lot of force behind what you're saying when you say it. We just have to accept, like, it angers you, but it must have been painful to you at one point. Do you hear how your inflection go when you talk about us having to be black, unapologetically black?
I am passionate about that
Okay,
because I
I
want
can hear it.
any woman that is of a darker complexion, I want them to look at me, see me, hear me, and understand you have nothing to be ashamed of. You are beautiful. Everything about you is beautiful. And I can't nobody else tell you better than another dark-skinned woman. Seriously. You don't need somebody else to tell you this. You just have to, like, you need to know it. You need to know this for yourself. Period. You just really need to know it. And again, it's not a dark skin, light skin thing. Really, period. Love the skin that you are in. Period. That's all. I'm passionate about that.
Right.
Just loving who you are too. Loving
Yeah.
who you are, period. Because people try to tear you down because they don't like something about you, or because they do. Again, we talk about empathy, not empathy. We talk about envious because they want to be, or you have something they want, no matter who you are. But this is deep, and I like it. Pink, you can hop on
I,
if you have
I,
something to say. Go
I
ahead,
think
Pink.
dark skinned women are so beautiful. I really do. And it's because your bone, your skin, I mean, it's just so like smooth and
Mhm.
silky. Like it just makes the, even if you don't wear makeup, the black beauty within itself is just
Tone in
shine.
itself. The tone in itself. Hop
Yeah.
on,
Right.
Pink. But
Yeah.
you know what? That is, and like I said, it happens. We know it happens, you guys. And I'm glad we had this opportunity to talk about it. But Pink, I'm waiting for you. If you want to hop on, Pink, because Pink said that she would have hopped on early, and I want to give her opportunity. This is an open panel. I am so glad that you two ladies joined me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate this. And the conversation is great. The conversation is great. Because, like I said, when I hear you, BB,
Mm-hmm.
you speak so passionate about it. The inflection comes when you talk about. I need you to know you beautiful.
I'm
You
dramatic.
listen up, you beautiful. If ain't nobody told you, I'm telling you, you're a beautiful woman, a black woman. And then boss is
You're a
telling you,
beautiful black queen. You're a
queen.
beautiful black
A lot of
queen.
knowledge here. Okay, Pink says she coming, and you as well showed us a different aspect of it, and I'm glad you did, because see, we all are different, but we're just the same,
Right.
Right.
and it's okay to agree to disagree, and it's even better when we all think individually. We're not
Right.
doing what they call that think binge. What's that word y'all use? I call it like gang, but something when you think like. Benj, help me out. You know what we call it. Hello, everyone. I am a dark skinned woman, and I made a comment that OG from Basketball Wives was. Wait, hold on. Wasn't pretty. I got cursed out because people assume I was light skinned. It's time that people are just unattractive. Absolutely. Um, there's beauty in everyone, but we have to be honest. Now that you said that, Kia, we have to be honest. I don't know if but I'm gonna let it in the conversation, and we'll address it. I don't know if it's a matter of OG being dark. I think she was called other things. I'm not real familiar with it, but I heard a little bit about it. But one thing you have to know, hey, Pink baby, I can see your face. Hey, Pink. I don't know why anyone got offended. Maybe it's the way you said it, or maybe they assumed you
The,
was.
the
You know,
passion.
we have to be honest. You guys, honesty is everyone is not attractive, whether they light or dark.
True.
If you
True.
ugly or people perceive you, I'm not saying people perceive you to be not attractive. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You just have to love yourself, like BB Nice said. You have to find yourself attractive and love yourself, and don't let them say bother you. Welcome to the panel, Pink. What's up, beautiful?
Hey.
I missed you, Pink.
Hello.
What's on your mind, Pink baby?
Can I just ask you a question?
Mhm.
Pink, are you from Jersey?
Yes.
Yes.
We went to high school together. I know exactly who you are, girl.
Wow. Oh, wow. A small
Wow.
world.
Wow.
Oh,
Pink, are you from Jersey?
Yeah, I'm from East Orange.
Yeah.
I was born. Oh, I was born in Orange. I'm from Jersey. No, we know that. Go ahead. Groupthink. Thank you, Benj. Groupthink. Thank you so much, Benj, for being an excellent gemologist. Go ahead, Pink. Tell us what's on your mind, baby.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in because I had it all different kinds of ways. So I had my family members and just people in general that were darker than me who would act funny. And then I had people who were white who act funny. So it's like I'm not black enough for this side. I'm not white for this side. So it's like, well, what do you want from me?
Wow.
Then on top of that, my father, he's from Puerto Rico. So then it's like, well, what are you?
Mm.
And what people don't understand, like both my parents they're both darker than me. So my complexion comes from just my family in general because my mother was the darkest one of all her sisters. All her sisters were like my complexion, where she's much darker. My father, they're dark, even though they're from over there, but that doesn't matter. It all depends on, what comes out. All my kids are all different shades. It is what it is. I can say though, living in East Orange, I never really had a problem.
Yeah.
It was just my family that would pick at me, but it never felt malicious at all. It
Mm.
was just something that they could just tease me about.
Yeah.
Where, because we all mess with each other all the time. But that's that thing that they got with me, even till today. Like they still will have a whole conversation with each other, and then they'll look at me and start doing this gibberish in Spanish and say, "Well, we just didn't want you to feel left out." It's like, really? So that's the kind of stuff that I had to
Wow.
do. But it wasn't until I moved down here to North Carolina that it was really in my face. Because down here is like, well, what are you, some kind of Mexican? It's like, what the fuck?
Oh,
I'm in
yeah.
North Carolina too. Yes. No. Yes.
And then it was like with my husband, they were saying to him, "Oh, you married a other." And I'm like, a other. I'm begging him to tell me who said it.
Oh,
He still won't say it. He still
wow.
won't
That's
tell me.
deep.
I'm like, I want to know exactly who called me that. He
Ooh,
won't
that's
tell
deep. You married the other?
I'm a
So you
other.
consider the other. Wow.
I'm a other.
It's strange because someone else said that too. I think earlier or somewhere else I heard people say that too. They weren't white enough for the white side and they not black enough for the black side. So where do they fit in? And it's simply because the complexion of your skin.
Exactly.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. So, but when we say, we all have experienced some colorism, it's true. Light skin, fair skinned or whatever, and dark skinned women as well. Just being black, we have experienced that. And we have experienced a lot of it from our own people, y'all.
It's mostly from our own people.
It's mostly from our own people.
That's what's hurtful because one thing I learned with white people, I had a conversation with a coworker, and when Kamala Harris was like really coming out strong, he came into work and was like, "So I just learned something." He said, "Black people don't consider Kamala black." It like blew his mind. And I said, sadly, no. Sadly, no. They're labeling her something else and not looking at it that way. But yet, anybody outside of the black race is looking at her black.
Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. How many of you viewed Kamala Harris as being a black woman? And I'll give you my answer next in a few. Hold on. Let's catch these messages. Hold on. Let's catch these up so we won't be behind in case someone's asking a particular person a question. I think they having a conversation with themselves. I actually have people take offense because of my description of them. Wow. Someone say OG is ugly to him. Hey, if she's ugly to you, she's ugly to you. You can't get mad. Pink dropped off by mistake. I've been here. Let's see, Rico. Hey, Rico. I've been here for a while in the bushes, and I really enjoy. Hey, baby, what's going on, son? So let Pink back up, and then I want to go there with Kamala Harris, and I'll tell you what I think. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow, she's saying wow to something. Kaya, my sister's light skin had become so timid because her lightness became an issue in school. I was the aggressive dark skinned girl and had to fight. Wow, that's deep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they talking to themselves. So how many of y'all viewed Kamala Harris as a black woman?
I didn't never know any other different. I didn't know until I found out that she had another race. She was mixed with another race, but I didn't know any difference. I seen her as a black woman, and that's what she identifies as. So people should respect, no matter what your race is, whatever you identify as, that's who you should go, what you should go by, what the person say their race
is. Subject.
Okay.
I don't think I identify her as being biracial, honestly. And I don't think she identifies herself as being black until being it.
Pink, what's your take on it?
I look at her as a black woman, but I don't discount the fact that she's mixed.
Right.
And I think that people take offense when it even happens to me. If I tell people, well, I'm Puerto Rican, they look at me like, oh, so you're not black? Who said that? Mm-hmm. And I think that when she enjoys identifying with her Asian side,
right,
black people look at that as, oh, she don't want to be black. No, she's both.
She can be both. And that is a thing. Biracial people just are that. They are biracial. They do not have to identify with one race more than the other. I think that's so unfair.
Yep.
That really is.
Yep. So every time she wants to talk about her Asian heritage, everybody gets pissed off. But it's like, she's Asian too.
Right.
She's not discounting her black side, but she is genuinely both.
She is.
And you should accept that. She made a good point, the boss's channel as well, is whatever you identify with. Does
she identify with just being black, or does she really okay?
Both.
She does.
She has actually verbally said both.
Both. Okay.
And then the other part to that is the other dynamic is culture. So you could be whatever, but if you grow up around a certain race or a certain type of culture, that's the culture you're going to take on. So for me, most of the time I hung around black people.
Right.
But I did spend a lot of time with my Puerto Rican side. Mm-hmm. So I have both. But yeah, I identify more with black people, but that doesn't take away who I am.
Right.
Or what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Take it back probably hit it on the head for me. Not that I don't think that she's a sister, and I'm glad she won the VP role and everything about it. But you can't play both sides of the fence, but you can accept, and oh, please, let me say this right before I get beat up on here. I get where you're coming from. You have to accept both sides. If you Asian and if you black, then you Asian and you black. It is what it is.
Right.
But when you in a position like Kamala Harris, that's who we talking about. Did she placate to the black as a black woman only because she wanted the black votes? Because she didn't have to placate to the Asians. So at one point, I don't know. I'm asking. At one point, did she seem more black, pro-black, than she actually identify herself as? I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't think so. And I think that goes back to culture. She went to, I'm assuming she grew up around around a lot of black people. She went to HBCU. She joined a black sorority. So I would think that as far as culture, she's more black. but
Okay.
it doesn't. But I know that people, East Asian people, were very, very proud of her.
Right.
Okay. All right. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I
Can
didn't
I
know.
say this? May I
Absolutely.
say something? Okay.
Sure.
I know we're talking about Miss Harris, but I want to tell you personally, I have a friend that's Asian and black, and you better not speak about her Asian side. She will literally snap on you. So it's different for everybody, even though her mother is Asian and her father was black, but you don't come to her like you're someone that's Asian. She doesn't understand that side.
Yeah.
All she knows is how, to, as it's not right to say, but the culture of the black side. So she doesn't know the culture of the Asian side.
Wait, hold on. Is something going on, Dina? Yes, she is both. I respect everyone's opinion. That's not disrespect. Maybe you guys are having a problem in here. We all respect each other's opinion. I allow people to voice their opinion with respect. We just have to respect. Is a matter of respect. You may not agree. I don't agree with everything everyone's saying, but I respect what they're saying, and I respect their stands on what they're saying. So, are we having a problem in here? Because it may be a problem in there. We're not having a problem up here, but I agree because I've heard some things like I didn't watch. Normally, I'm really into politics. Oh, real deep into it, and I'm glad that a sister was elected vice president. But I know I had heard some negative things, but I didn't research them, so I can't say 100%, and I'm not going to expound on. But I heard that she was placating towards, placating to the black so she could get elected. I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel like there are a lot of people who just love to
Hey,
be
buddy.
negative.
Yeah. Either way, she was a black woman. She was going to get something, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, but I wanted to know that. I wanted to know, was I the only one felt the way I felt, and is no reason for me really to feel anything because I didn't research or I didn't watch enough about her. But I just
Right.
something came across fake to me about her.
And you know what? I'm sure in politics, because I can tell you, I'm fake home. I'm also fake at home because my husband can't handle me, the real me. He can't handle that. So I have to tone it down. So
Okay.
I'm sure that for her, when she's in front of the camera or when she's in front of people or, just the position that she has to tone it down.
Yeah.
You
You're right.
have to kind of, curve things for whatever the audience is. So
we just talked about that, Pink, when we talked about code switching. It's code switching. So we got it. We got it.
I code switch in this house.
Yeah, you can code switch. You have to code switch on here sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to just code. Oh, okay. He just saying sometime opinions, or he or she saying sometime opinions can be negative, seem negative. That's true. Hey, Zaya, we all are different. We all think different. We're not group thinkers. That's the word I was trying to use. And so I appreciate when someone comes on here that's different.
Right.
That's, I don't want anyone to ever agree with me.
Right.
100%. And then maybe you like what I'm saying and you can agree with, but be who you are. Say what you need to say. Just say it with respect and we keep it moving, right?
Right.
So BB Nice. So you thought Kamala Harris, you said she a sister and then you said it, Pink, and you said it, right?
Yeah. I just and you know what? At first I said don't use your blackness for your convenience. I did say that, but then again, let me take that back because she absolutely can, because she is both.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
Yeah, I just have to be honest with that, because if I was both, I would use that privilege to my convenience as well.
I use mine.
And I would not of it.
That's a good way. That's a good way of looking at it, BB Nice. So we shouldn't be offended because she's right. She could use either or, right? That's what's up.
Yeah, because
That's
it's
what's
hers.
up.
It's not like she's pretending to be something else and take advantage. It's
Right.
hers. She owns it.
That's right. That's right. And I do want to, I'm sorry, I do want to agree with Kia. And I'm not trying to be funny. And I hope don't nobody get offended. But I don't think OG is
She
cute.
wasn't. She wasn't.
I don't
I hate to say that, you guys, but she wasn't the cutest girl.
He wasn't. And
She wasn't.
And just to take it back, I honestly don't think Evelyn was trying to be colorist when she said she looked like a monkey. It was bad choice of words. It was kind of mean, but she is not the cutest little ninkster. And I'm sorry. And like I said, some dark skinned people could be ugly and some light skinned people could be ugly. And OG just happens to be not easy on my eyes. That's just my opinion.
May I say this? Okay. Even though what a person's appearance look like, they can't help how they look. But can we also look inside of the person? Because there's beauty within inside that can make a person, no matter what their outside appearance look like, it can make them more beautiful. You could be the most beautiful person in the world, but with your attitude, you are still ugly.
No, we got that. We got that. But in all honesty, Boss's channel, and I'm gonna let these ladies talk for themselves, speak for themselves. Well, same thing. I don't know. In all honesty, if you're not physically attractive, you're just not.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's just a problem. You could be beautiful inside, but the first thing someone sees is your physical appearance. So if they make a comment on it, that's on their part. But no, we can't pretend like everyone is beautiful, but everyone is beautiful in their own way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But physically, unfortunately, we all don't have it. And I mean, but who are we to say what's ugly too? So I get where you coming from, sis. So that's how we're in that one. Go ahead, Pink. Everyone's beautiful to you?
No. Nope.
Boss channel, everyone you see is beautiful. Be honest.
No, but I would keep the comment to myself. I wouldn't say it out, because.
But no,
are you asking me? No, I'm just saying if I see, I can think it in my head, but I would never say it out.
Oh, well, we ain't going up to people, boss. Right. We women at particular age.
No, you asked me, but I'm just telling you, I wouldn't just bluntly out say it. That is, we can't be judgmental. We all are in some aspect, but I'm not saying you all are doing that, but you're asking me. I'm just telling you, I would never say, oh, I thought that person, the way the person was bold enough to say, well, they thought this person was ugly. You don't know who's listening. It could be their family members up here, anybody. You don't know any kind of way that you can offend people. That's why I said what I said.
I know, I get you. I'm just laughing.
I understand.
We understand, but it's okay, baby. We understand. I'm sorry, but it's not her complexion, but she's not okay. So some people, people are just caught up on that, baby. Some people,
I know,
caught up on that. It's conversation here. Ugly is tips, ugly is ugly. I'm just saying, but you know what? It's okay because we can find beauty in everyone. We're not gonna make that a big thing, but everyone is not physically attracted. Now let me ask you that. With that being said, let's go to this one. I mean, we here. So when you look at someone, you can't see their insides, right?
Nope.
I want you to walk with me. What attracts you to that person? And boss channel, we'll start with you. Oh, we got Dina coming up too. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Let me make sure that's Dina. Hold that thought. We'll start with BB Nice next to me. Hold on. This is going to be, hey, is that you, Sugar Wooger?
Hi.
Hi, baby. You know you don't have your avatar picture on, Dina.
I don't know where my picture is at. It should be up there.
No, it's just a circle. Hold on, Dina, and then we'll welcome you. I mean, we welcome you, but then it's your turn. So starting with BB Nice, what attracts you to someone? Because Boss Channel, and we all agree that is the beauty inside. So what attracts you to someone when you meet them?
The first thing I do look at is a person's appearance, the way they look. And I look for different things. Their teeth have to be straight. I can't mess with no buttery mess in the mouth. They might have nice eyes. They might have a pretty smile or whatever. And then the next thing is their appearance, like the way they're dressed. If they're dressed in appropriate or, in that type of way. And literally 5 minutes of them speaking will determine whether I'm attracted to them or not. All I need is 5 minutes.
All right, thank you. Boss's channel, you right next to BB Nice.
Okay. What I want to say is what attracts me. Well, I would know if I'm attracted to them or not. I'm not looking at their outside appearance. I go by energy. It might sound off to some, but I can feel the person's energy, and that will let me know if I should even have a conversation with them or not.
Cool. Go ahead, Dina. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, go ahead, boss channel.
I was going to say it might sound odd to some, but that's my perspective.
No, it's who you are. It's who you are. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dina.
Now, what I was saying, it wasn't a problem. I guess it was how I worded it. But what I was saying is, I respect everybody's opinion, but say I meet somebody and they're not really attractive. People have attractive ways. I've met people that are ugly and they're nicer than the most prettiest person that I've met. But I'm not going to come out my mouth and say, you're not so cute. I mean, that's really kind of like disrespectful, because say that person isn't attractive, but they have a lot of confidence. You see what I'm saying? So what do you tear down that person? You don't, as Black women, we want to uplift each other. We don't want to tear down each other.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And like I've heard people, I mean, I'm brown. I like my complexion. I never wanted to be light or dark or whatever. I just want to be who I am. But I used to hear people like say if they see somebody light skinned and they weren't cute, they say, oh, that's yellow waisted. I used to say, I thought that was a horrible saying. Or that person's pretty, or if you're dark, you're not pretty. I think that, and we come in every different complexion, and Black women are beautiful in a whole to me. And that's the walk that I try to walk. I'm not trying to make nobody be how I am. I'm from East Orange, New Jersey too. But that's
Jersey girl.
Oh my God, we got a whole Jersey.
So Jersey in the house, and I went to East Orange High, and I don't back down. I'm just plain old. I'm plain old me. I'm not phony. Most of my friends I've had is from kindergarten, because that's the type of person, and anybody who meets me already know my spirit. I'm a straight shooter, and I treat people the way I want to be treated.
Correct.
Thank you, Dina. Go ahead, Pink. It's your turn, baby.
Well, first I want to show my shirt.
Scotty Dog, that's right.
Lumberjack side in the house.
But for me, my approach has changed because of my schooling, dealing with personalities and understanding different disorders and stuff like that. But initially, yes, I'm looking at their full appearance, and then from there is their eyes. I think your eyes say everything. Everything, whatever your mood is, if you have any kind of insecurities, whatever, it's going to be in your eyes. And then after that, holding the conversation, because even if you are a little raggedy, after having a conversation with you, I may figure out why, and I may be able to help. So I'm not going to automatically, push a person aside if they're not put together. But holding a conversation, most of the time, any kind of personality, I just learned how to work around it or work with it, and not really judge so much, unless you're just, no good.
Thank you, ladies. This is how I have to be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, no, listen. We be nice, and I kind of think alike. But this is the truth. I don't put so much emphasis on how someone looks, okay? Because I dated a guy once, and he wasn't the nicest looking man, and I know he wasn't the nicest looking man, but he was nice to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
at that particular time, I was just looking for someone to be nice to me and
Right.
to love me. And he was nice to me. And I looked past his looks, and he started looking nice to
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
That's right.
Now,
Looking
I've
good,
been
too.
there.
my family thought different. They was like, right? And I was like, I know, but he's nice to me. And that's what counted at that particular time. So, oh, look at them showing all
Okay.
this.
Uh,
Hey, Jersey in the house. Hey, Sassy, how are you?
You see that, Panther?
uh-huh.
Jersey, you right. But Purple Peach, you don't have to fill out a place
No.
because listen, they South now. Pink's South, and so is the Bosses channel. So you can feel at home, baby. You always welcome over here. I see it, Dina. But so it's strange because people will lie. People will lie and say looks doesn't matter to them. But that is the truth. That's just who we are, you guys,
Yeah.
But then again, like the Bosses channel said, one person could look, not so pleasing to another, and they were saying it in the chat, but the other person might think, oh, he fine. Because y'all know we do that a lot too.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and,
Yeah,
and you know what? If I knew this was going to lead us in this conversation, we would have played a game, but we'll play it next time. And hopefully you ladies will join me. And we'll just see how we see
I had
difference
that
in people.
experience too.
Right.
Huh?
I had
What we'll
that
do,
experience too.
oh, hold up, baby, 1 minute, and I'm going to let you back in.
Okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to grab pictures. I'll get photos of men and women, and then we'll say whether we think they're cute or not so attractive. We won't use the word ugly. Like Favor Flav. How many people here think he's good looking?
Not me. Not me.
Do you know Favor Flav, Boss's channel?
Yes, I do.
But I know.
He
No,
was
I know. No, I don't even know what made me choose him. I'm sorry. I did.
because he wasn't cute when he was young, and he ain't wasn't cute now that he old. He just not cute.
Now, how many people think? Oh, okay, sweetheart, you left on your own, Dina. Okay, so we'll play that game one day, and we're not calling people ugly. We just,
Attractive, unattractive.
yeah, we're gonna do it on a different line. We're gonna do it on a different line, But looks always matter to men, not to women mostly. Oh, take it back, said that. Perhaps that's it. But I do believe that whomever you choose or whatever, they should compliment you. And okay,
Right.
they
Miss
should
Tiffany.
compliment you, huh?
Oh, go ahead. Finish. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
They should compliment you in some form or fashion, in somewhat in physical appearance.
Yeah. I mean, everybody have their own opinion because who I might find attractive, you may not, and vice versa.
Right.
That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead,
Okay.
Bossy.
So, I'm piggybacking on the conversation you just had about your experience, right? I'm saying this because I've had those experiences too, but they were great men. They were men. They wasn't, someone that would just, fly by night,
Right.
when you have like children and things, you like we all go through things when you have children coming up and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and you have a man that's there that accept you and your children. So all those other things just went out the window.
Yeah.
When a person
Mhm.
come in and step in as the male figure to do
Mhm.
what they need to do as if they were the children were their own. So all of those things they become very attractive because hey, look, you my lifesaver. That's how I felt at the time. You know what I'm saying? So and a lot of other ways it could be. They can have sex appeal not on the outside, but
Mm.
on the inside. in a lot of different ways. I'm not gonna go there, but anyway, yeah, those kind of things.
Yeah, because they were like, wow, wow, Diva, don't say anything.
I
But
had one
Diva,
that
Diva was like,
monster, a
this
beast.
humor can make people attractive. What you say, Pink?
I said I had one that was a beast.
Mm,
People were like, "What the hell? Why? Like he's hard to look at."
mm.
But I
Yeah,
was having fun, so
yeah. But like I said, sometime, like I said, he was very nice to me. You
Mhm.
know, but I was like, damn, you wouldn't even walk around with him. Not like I'm no beauty queen or no, you know, Beyonce. Well, I don't think Beyonce is all that beauty queen, but I'm just saying, not like I'm a beauty queen, but I was like, man, he ain't even like your type. But then, you know, it all panned out. Let me read this. I
yeah.
agree, Melissa. Melissa says something. Sometimes unattractive people grow on you and they don't look as that's what happened.
Right.
That's what happened,
Yep.
Melissa. I agree, Melissa. That's what happened. I was like, when he asked to talk to me, I was like, And at that time, you know, I had a drink or two. I was like, then when I woke up and he sent me that picture, I said, what the? And then hold on, y'all. You know how somebody said, what you think about me? Or what you think about that picture? I was like, and I'm looking at the phone like, damn. You, you don't want to hurt anyone's feeling, you know. And I was like, I looked at the picture again. I was like, oh yeah, you cool, you all right. I ain't say you a fine daddy. No, I didn't. Here goes somebody. Take it back. Example: Beyonce, Jay-Z, Janet. Yeah, Lil Wayne, Lauren London, and yeah, those women chose them for how they treated them. These men chose them because of their looks.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
true. That is true.
They know if they're unattractive, they have to come with something else.
Yes, they could dress nice. Like I've dated people that wasn't attractive, but the dress their socks off.
And the way they smell.
Smell, right. I was about to say smell good, everything. Like, you know.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Do all
That's
the
the
right
sex
things.
appeal, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take it back got a good point here too, though. Melissa is also flipped attractive people becoming unattractive based on their behavior. That's very much true. You got some nice looking men and women, and their behavior is just ugly, and it makes them look ugly, and everything else goes out the window.
Absolutely.
Right. That's what I'm
Yep.
saying.
And what Take It Back said, unattractive men usually have money and keep themselves up.
That's
They
right.
do.
Hello.
They know yeah.
Yeah, they want to get anywhere. Mhm.
Yeah. But I mean, this was a great, great topic. It really, I mean, conversation because it went everywhere. And I like that. And it was genuine.
You're right.
It was authentic. Nothing put together. Everyone is different, but we're the same.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
some way, but we're different. It was much need. I mean, I enjoyed it. I really did. Let's see what they saying here because we don't want to miss anything. We just don't want law. Yes, a good smelling. Oh, yeah, girl.
Yes, Lord.
Listen, sound like me. A good smelling man, well dressed. I love them. I don't love them, but you know what I mean. You know, it's like, just the smell sometimes.
Right.
You'll forget.
I like cologne. My husband had trays of cologne under the bed. Trays. I love cologne. I do. I like a good looking man. Now let's play this game. We can't play this game because actually be nice. We kind of see your mate there. So we can't play the game. Else we was gonna play a game, but we see your mate, so it's kind of unfair to us. I remember. Now listen to this. I remember I was at work one night and it was like 3:00 in the morning, and me and the staff decided to play this game. And the game was you describe how you think my husband looked, and I'll describe how I think your husband looked. We can't play that game, but they were real off. They were real off. Really, really off. But because of what they saw in me and how they, visioned me and saw me, they thought my mate would be like that. They were totally off. And it was a fun game. They was like, no, huh?
I said, why we still can't play it?
We can't play it because we see your spouse. So it would be hard for people to say.
To see how, yeah. Okay.
So it would be hard for me to say, Pink, how do you think my husband look?
Right.
Or what type of man you think? Because we see your spouse. She's right up there with you. So, and boss lady, you and Pink and I could have did it, but not every else. But that would be so, okay, they said, let's play it.
And if the boss's channel is still seeing the same person, I already know.
Oh, please.
And wait a minute. It's not fair for me either because I already know.
But outside of that person, what other person? Now we're not going back into the subject of the not attractive, but does not normally I would pick that particular person, as we said about the not attractive, but I normally have some fine looking men.
No, we're not saying no. We don't want to hear about your man. That's what I don't. I'm being one. Okay, so let's play this game. We'll start off with BB Nice. Now, BB Nice, we know, is in a relationship with a woman, right? So we could see that. That's her wife. But we could see BB Nice. But still, let's do it. What type of woman, Pink, you do BB Nice, and Boss Channel, you do me. Pink, what type of woman you think BB Nice would like? Describe her type of woman. BB Nice, change your avatar.
Okay.
It's too late now.
It is too late now. And then we can play with the audience. Go ahead.
What type? I would say, because I believe opposites attract.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that she would be lighter. I believe I would say lighter. I would say I'm trying to find the right word for it. The protective type, and someone who's going to not be so protective, but still give you space, because you got to be who you are.
Okay. Am I supposed to like confirm it?
Hold on. No. I'm gonna ban you from the studio, Isabella. To ban a guest, you need to require all guests to authenticate. Okay, hold on. Let me kick this person out because I already know this is porn. Go ahead. I already know it's a porn bomb, baby. Isabella, I was up to you. I already seen you around, dear. Go ahead. Go ahead, BB Nice.
Am I supposed to confirm what she said?
You can.
Oh, well, yes. I do like lighter complected, but I love a thick woman. I guess you could say I'm a chubby chaser. I do not like no thin pieces of twig. Okay. And and yes, she has to be protective and a little dominant, but I'm more, it's like she got to look aggressive, but I'm more aggressive in spirit. I am.
Yeah.
Yes. And she gotta smell good and just always just, I don't know, knock me off my feet every time I look at her face, whether I'm mad or not. I can't even stay mad at her because I'm just like that attracted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead, baby Nice. Go ahead, you do Sabrina.
So if I didn't know, because you told me, I would think you would be attracted to a tall, dark man. A tall, dark.
Your phone went out when she said that?
Sound.
The sound went out?
I know. Wait a minute. a call had came in. Wait, let it come back
Yeah, that
in.
always messes it up.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So what's
Oh, a phone call came in and it knocked the sound out.
oh
Let me go
okay.
back out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay, you do that.
Oh, this is
Okay,
good. Hold on.
take it back. Behave. Behave. Whose go is it? Oh, it's Sabrina's.
Uh-huh.
Pink.
Hmm?
Pink, is it my turn to do you? Pink Sugar has been tall, dark skinned, slim, thick, very masculine and attractive. Well, we saw Pink's husband too, so that's not fair. See, so we done seen Pink. So you guys, it's just not fair. Listen, okay, so now we go to the audience. Oh, so what type of man you think I'm attracted to, or what? How you think my husband look?
I think he's big, like not weight wise, but like tall, husky, maybe brown skin or light skin with a nice little beard, not a beard, a nice little full beard, like kind of like a Muslim type.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yep.
You
All right,
think
BB Nights, you was doing me or you doing Miss Pink right now?
Well,
I
supposed
had
to
to
do,
go out and
oh,
I'm supposed to do you.
okay, because I missed it.
I said a tall, dark man, and very I'm gonna say soft spoken, tall, dark, southern man.
okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Yeah.
is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, the tall, dark is correct. Muslim type, it doesn't matter about that part. It's just the darker they are, the anyway, the saying, but anyway, and I don't want to be offensive, but it's just a saying that people used to say. Um,
They
the
still
blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Mhm.
Yes, and you are correct. The southern part don't have to be a southern. It's just that type, tall, slender.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and standards. They must be the gentlemen that open car doors, things of that sort. I don't take it no less. Um, Very affectionate and a provider, and that's me.
Good job. Okay, cool. All right, that was a good game. That
Am
was
I
you'll
a-
be
right?
fine.
huh?
Am I
You'll
right?
be fine.
Because I don't know. I've never seen your
Are you
husband.
right for me?
Yeah.
Tall, handsome. Well, hold on, wait, not tall. I like tall, tall, masculine. I don't like real slim men. I like a little pouch, believe it or not. I
Yeah.
like a little bit of something to hug. Don't have to be extremely slim. Like them tall, smell good, protected, and provider. They must protect me, be a provider, and smell good is a must. And I like a well-shaven man, groomed, nice and tailored. I don't want no dreads. I don't want anything like that. I want a masculine looking man from back in the day. I don't want the dreads and all the color hair and all that, nose rings, earrings. I don't want all that.
Okay. Okay.
And that's me.
Right.
Do you have a preference with complexion?
I do. I do. Brown skin, just brown skin men. And
Yeah, you were on point, BB.
Yep.
you love that? Yeah. But I don't want to think it. But yeah, I do. I don't yeah, brown skin.
Can I add something with Miss BB to you, Mz.Teavalocity?
Sure.
I see the man, he has to be of a particular class.
Exactly.
That's what I see. Yeah.
Exactly. But the unfortunate thing is that you all was wrong.
Uh-oh. Whoops.
My husband is short. My husband is mixed gray.
Oh, she set us up.
I'm just telling you that's how my husband looked.
Wow. Okay.
Got to tell. Yeah, yeah. All
Would you
opposite.
say you're would you say you're more the dominant one?
Oh no, no.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
But isn't that a shame? I
Hmm.
married all opposite.
My first husband was the exact opposite.
I'm like, really, really short, has a little tummy to him, gray hair, mixed gray hair. Well, a lot of gray hair now. Older than me.
Wow.
Much
True.
older?
10 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Not what I thought. I mean, just not what people would think. That's why I thought it was a fun game to play. And you
Uh-huh.
know, the unfortunate thing, you want to kind of go into details and say a little more, but you can't because we're on YouTube.
People get
But
stupid.
Right.
it was a fun game because everybody pictured that type of man with me. And when you see my husband and I, you go, oh, okay.
Who are you? Who you here to see?
Yeah, like your husband.
But opposite, that goes back to the point where we were saying opposites still attract.
Right.
He won me over, exactly. And here's the funniest thing. I'm gonna tell y'all what let me say. No, I didn't put it. Here's the craziest thing, you guys. My husband have had gray hair for a long, long time, even in his younger years, right? My son, oh, God bless my son, 31 years old today, right? And here's the funniest
Oh,
thing.
happy
Wow.
birthday.
Happy
He
birthday.
used to get so mad when I would tease him and say, yeah, people gonna think you our son's grandpa. And say, hey, your grandpa. He used to get so mad, y'all, because he's always had that gray hair, older looking, he's older than that. And then I was 30 years old when I had my son. My oldest son. I had said that I wanted to have a baby at 30 years old. Don't ask me why, but I did, and I had my son. But that was the craziest thing. He used to get so mad when I said, yeah, and the kids gonna say, hey, so and so, your grandpa here to pick you up. you know. But that's just a joke of the day, you guys. But yeah, I'm
And you know
totally
something?
opposite, huh?
I'm still on topic, but I want to say who I was describing as the tall gentleman. He's from Newark as well.
Oh, really?
That's
No,
all the good
I'm
ones.
gonna send you a picture later, and I'll send you a picture. Yeah, and
And
you might know their family because they was huge. Big. His father used to be a boxer, and you can look it up in the newspaper. And way
oh,
back in the
Pink
day.
and BB Nice, we may know him.
I know.
Right,
Yeah, we might know him.
I got a
right. He,
family in East Orange and North, and I'll just be scared to say anything because I'm like, oh God, it's talking about my brother. Lord.
Then my
right.
husband is not from North. He's not from North. My husband's not from North. But that was so funny. That was a good game, you guys. We've been here for 2 hours, and it's been absolutely.
Yes.
I just loved it. It's been we had a good time. Open dialogue. Everyone was mature as usual when you come on the panel, and in the chat, we always mature. But I wanted, excuse me, please make sure you hit the like if you haven't done so. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. And it's a long one for me to say to share out. People, thanks, Melissa. People get bored with this. But we will have a game night. And because we already played the game now, I'm going to have to switch the game now. Because I wanted to do that. You know how you take the pictures and say, who do you think, or something. But that was good. Thank you all for joining me. I want to know, what is your last words, BB Nice?
My last words is let's just do better. Let's just do better as a community, as a people, as women. Let's just do better with each other. it's always been our time, and we just keep letting it slip out our hands. Let's just grab a hold of this and do the damn thing and love on each other and support each other.
Thank you, BB, for joining me today. Go ahead, Pink Sugar. You know what, Pink? Look, please, before we leave, Pink said something the other day, and you know, God always sends someone in your life to pick you up when you think you're doing wrong, to let you know and right. Her and I had a conversation, and her conversation made me feel 100 times better that day. I just want you to know that. Thanks for supporting me and always being there, Pink Sugar. I really enjoyed that. Go ahead. What's your closing statement?
Welcome. Even when you don't see me, I'm here.
Thank you. And I really missed you.
I was so happy to see you. Like, I haven't seen you, and I don't know if you even know who I am.
Are you on Facebook?
Yes.
All right. So hit me on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
The biggest thing I think right now is people need to consider the other person. Consider the other person's feelings, consider what their background might be, you know, and what has been the norm is not okay. So don't just think that it is. So, you know, just like the comment, the black of the berry, I learned from my husband, he's not okay with that.
Yeah.
So even though we may say it like it's the best thing in the world to say, it's not to everybody. So we need to like reconsider our way of thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what this conversation was about.
Yes.
Go ahead, Boss's Channel. You wrap it up for us.
Okay, I want to say that we all need to come together, not just women, the women and the men. We are the power, you all, that we can do a lot of things. Okay, we can change a lot of things within our own community, but as long as we continue to talk it and don't walk it, things would never change. And I thank you all for this conversation today, and that was great therapy for myself because we don't always get to express how we really feel.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's it.
See? Thank you, ladies, again for joining me. I'm going to let you down. We're going to get ready to wrap up the show unless they can't wait till game night. Yeah. We're going to have game night. I used to do game night, you guys, and I kind of backed off. Let's don't forget about BB Nice Poly Vibes. BB Nice, I enjoy that. Hopefully you could come over and join me again, and anyone else who wants to co-host me. If you have an idea or something you want me to do, please drop my email, please, Benj or Queen Diva. Let me know. This is great. This was great today. And what I like about it, it flowed and it was authentic and it was no drama and no mess.
Right.
See, we can do that. We can do that. And we still have fun.
Did you get my email? Just want to make sure you got it.
You know what I want you to do? I want you to keep that and pass it forward, baby.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Because you just starting out, I got you. I appreciate. I want to gift over at BB's Nice. Please check out that Poly Vibes because if enough of us go over there, we'll get into some deep conversations like we did. And Life with Jamila is coming back as well on the 22nd, I think. You know, and we have to check her out. And Binge Thinker, here go Binge Thinker, dropping my link. And
Pink Sugar, do you got a page?
Yep.
Okay.
My Pink Sugar, but Pink Sugar don't be on her page. She be more on IG.
Yeah.
You gotta know these people for who they are. We could catch her on IG.
Okay.
But no, I have a lot of content on my channel though.
So let's go over there and subscribe to Pink Sugar. I'm subscribed. That's how I know, Pink, you ain't been on because I'm subscribed.
Yeah, no, most of the time I'll do uploads. I don't go live too often.
But I shouldn't even, I should get a notification then, right?
Yeah, you should.
I have it, and I know I'm subscribed to you.
Pink Sugar,
I'll go back and check it.
How is it spelled?
Exactly the way it is, 2 eyes. 2 eyes.
It's 2 eyes, Benj. That's why.
A 5, not an S.
Yep,
Okay.
there you go.
Yep.
Okay.
So, but you know what? I had to do that too because I was spelling it in one eye at first, and then it's double I. Went back and looked at somewhere you was at, and I told you I was gonna subscribe, and I went over there. But I'll check it again because if you're not, one thing I know about this YouTube thing, do you know they will drop you and turn your notifications off if you're not very active here?
I found someone yesterday. I was like, I know I subscribed to this person.
Yeah. Like Miss Jewel Covey. I know I subscribe to her. Pink Sugar. I never get Miss Jewel Covey or you. That's why I said Pink ain't active. But you are. Thanks for the correction. Dina, thank you. You waiting for a game show? So we have to do some game shows. So if you have anything you would like for me to talk about or any of us to talk about, just let us know. And if we're willing to come together, we could do that. You know, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed this.
I have a lot of DNA stuff over here.
DIY?
DNA.
What's DNA?
DNA, ancestry.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think you meant about the real DNA. That's why I said, oh, DIY. I know you talking about real DNA. I have those moments sometimes. You know, I have them sometimes.
She ain't talking about that. Yes, I am.
Melissa said, check me out. Melissa, drop your link, or Benj, can you find Melissa for me right quick? Because this is the financial lady. This is the finance lady. Okay, now listen, like I said, Benj is having a hard time, and she's excellent at this, my Benj thinker. I love her. She's excellent. Listen, you may not enjoy every conversation someone says, you might not want to be there for the whole thing, but it's never harm to go over there and click and give them a view and see what they talking about. A lot of people have good conversation and information, but because we hear and we don't go outside to the outliers, like Andrea call them, it's hard for us to see different. If we want different, we have to do different and go seek different. Okay. So let's do that. Pink told me about a website. Pink, I looked at that video, but I didn't understand the trolling. But Pink told me she was a part of a trolling group.
Oh,
now, I think that was
hard.
Pink, what you do when you tell us trolling? Because I want to get over there, because I think that would be a place to go to have fun and no one get offended.
Oh, yeah. And that's what it is. The whole time we're just tearing each other up. But it's all in fun. It's the way it's supposed to be done. Nobody's taking it personal. Nobody's taking it out of that channel at that moment. And we just have fun. You have to have thick skin.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. If you all in your feelings about stuff, you don't need to be there. Because like for me, I used to be 250. And someone got a hold of my picture and decided to post it in the room. It didn't upset me. We laughed. They made all kind of jokes about it. I don't care, because I'm me. I'm good. So you just have to be ready for it.
Wait, hold on. They docs. They got a hold to your picture.
No. I posted the picture before.
Mm-hmm.
And they grabbed it. So no, they didn't dox.
Girl, we got enough of that right here.
No, they didn't do that.
Here go Life with Jamila. So you guys make sure you go over there and give them a click in the view and subscribe to them. If they get into their 1,000, hold on, you guys. If they trying to get to their 1,000, help them get to their 1,000.
I'm trying to get to my hours.
Your hours. So what do you do? Do you put, hold on, somebody else is in the background. Hold on, baby. Hi, is that you?
That's me, love.
Okay, baby. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'm gonna let you up. Okay. So hold on. Oh, I gotta move this damn thing. Sorry, lovely love. So anyway, listen. She trying to get to her 4,000, right? You trying to get to your 4,000. So do you put on your videos and just let them run all night?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are you close to your 4,000?
Different computers. Well, what I've done is I post a lot of relaxation videos.
Oh.
So they're 8 hours, 10 hours.
I promise
you could turn that on.
Hold on. Excuse me, baby. She talking. What's up?
No, I need that, and that's a good thing.
Oh,
Like
hold
people,
on, lovely love. Hold on, baby girl. We go in order, baby. Hold on, sugar. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead, Pink Sugar. Finish it up.
So depending on, what you need to fall asleep, if you want, if you want to
Oh,
hear the forest, you want to hear rain, thunder, you want to hear birds, or music, black screen, so it's just the sound when you're going to sleep. I have all of that on my channel.
okay.
And that
Thank
has
you.
been working.
Go on there.
That
Okay.
works.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna go on that one.
Good. Welcome, lovely love. What's up?
no, I love what she talking about because I have watched her and I have went to sleep to her. You know, it's not just going to sleep. It's just like have a peace of mind.
Yes.
Meditation
Sometimes.
music, right? It's
Yes.
something like that. Yeah. We all need that too. That's a good way to unwind because a lot of times, you guys, I go to sleep to this YouTube, and that's not good.
No.
So they saying, "Oh, listen, what Ben's telling you to do, Pink Sugar." Hold on, lovely love. I'll get back to you, babe. Ben just telling you run playlist on your TVs.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, I don't know.
It is. I have all of my videos, and that's the easier way to go to my channel is go
Okay.
by the playlist because each playlist is a totally different subject.
Okay.
So, so Jamila is saying she has to get to ours. So we know that Pink Sugar has to get to ours. So let's do whatever we have to do to help these ladies get to their hours. I will turn it on tonight and go to sleep to it. I promise.
Thank you.
Lovely love, what you think? What's up, baby?
Girl, I do it all the time. I
Thank
do it
you.
to
Thank you.
people.
Thank you.
They don't
Oh, okay.
no, they
That's
don't
what's
even
up.
know who I am. They really don't know who I am. Um, we know this sector and don't get in this sector. I promise you, don't get in this sector. But if you do fall in this sector, just lay back and you so gorgeous, girl. You know, it's
Who?
like a lot of outlet for people. Um, only thing I could tell you is I watch you, girl. That's why I came up here. I was like, girl, because I
Oh,
thought
you talking to me, lovely love. I thank you, baby. I ain't know who you was talking to. I thought you was talking to Pink. I'm
you didn't know,
sorry.
did you?
Thank you. Thank you, lovely love.
No, you didn't know. You didn't know.
Thank
Because
you.
you know what? In this sector, I do what I want to do, and I love everyone, and I watch everyone. But sometimes when you listen to a voice and they giving you good content, oh, I done went to sleep on a whole bunch of y'all. But yeah.
Thank you, lovely love. I appreciate that. I appreciate you very much. I don't you guys, I just
Don't
do
judge
me.
don't judge people. I
I,
mean,
I don't
because
judge people.
another person judge a person, don't judge who you like,
Right.
and then some people be like, "Oh, you like her, I don't like her." That's
Right.
your thing.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yep.
hmm And you supposed to love who you love. I mean, like I say Trivacity. I don't know your name like that, but that's what I call you.
Let me help you out. T velocity, like drinking tea. T velocity. Go ahead, baby. But I know who you mean. You mean me. Hmm.
Yeah, because I'm in a sector that sometimes it's really effed up, and they judge you,
Yeah.
and you have to judge your own self, like who you like. And I promise you, lovely love, like lovely love. What's my name? I love everyone, but I do talk about a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, lady.
Okay.
Hey, I talk about everyone, but I be true to myself.
Okay.
I
Hmm.
might like you today and don't like you tomorrow. It depends on what you're talking about.
Okay.
And we all have our own opinion about anything. And long as you stay true to yourself, you'll go a long way, baby.
Yep.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you coming up here, lovely love, and we'll check your channel out too, baby. No problem. You know what? I'm sorry that you came in on the tail end, but please catch the replay. Oh, you say you've been up in the sky because I have to get going. I got a
No,
meeting.
I really just woke up, like for real, for real.
Oh, I thought you said you was watching, but anywho, I appreciate your
Now I
support.
watched you a long time ago.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I just never came out the penthouse. You know, I had the penthouse. And I love it.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with being in the penthouse. Sometimes you stay out of trouble by just staying in your own house looking down, right? Looking at me. So
Yeah, you
I
know what
get
I'm
that.
talking about. I've been in trouble a lot of times on here, but don't let nobody discourage you. You
Thank
do what
you.
you have to do, and it is what it is. And I know she finna get off. Just look at me. I cook. I talk shit. That's what I do.
Beautiful picture. Appreciate that, lovely. Yeah, I have to be in a meeting on Zoom in a couple of minutes. Well, not a couple of minutes, about 10 minutes. So I need to go grab me something right quick before I go into this work meeting again. I appreciate all y'all lovely love. I appreciate you coming up here and the advice that you give me. And thanks for your support as well. BB Nice, Pink Sugar, y'all know what it is. I'm going to get ready to get out of here, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Do I need to kick y'all out or y'all just go get out my house?
I'm a leave because y'all gorgeous. I'm a leave.
Thank you. We appreciate the compliments. That's what we need. You guys, this has been another great one. Uh-huh. I know. I got you, baby girl. This has been another great one. Let me get ready to play my music and get out of here. I need to work on some things too. My music don't come, across so clear, but I need to work on it. But here we go. Let's get ready to go. If your king's crown is crooked, help him straighten it up. If your queen's crown is crooked, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and your princesses. They are our joint future. They are heirs. They are joint heirs. They are future. We have to give them something to inherit, right? Be a blessing and not a bother. It doesn't take that much to bless someone. A simple hello, how are you? You look good today. I like your hair. I like those, that dress you have on. I'll hold that door. Can I get that McMuffin for you? I'll buy that cup of coffee. Just anything. You never know what someone is going through. Like I told you, I was having a bad day. And Pink Sugar, because sometimes I get discouraged. You don't always know, but sometimes I do. And Pink Sugar IG message was right on time. And that's why I came back the next day and I'll continue to come back. Because what I say matters to someone. For those of you who didn't hit the like button, hit the like button on your way out. And don't forget to subscribe. And I gotta go. Peace and blessings. See you guys on the flip side. Thank you for joining me. Angela, please watch the replay. It was a dynamite show, sweetheart. To everyone.